Gasp. Gasp.
She's just dead.
Oh my god.
Oh, hang on, actually, I think I see the message. Has to do with the kettle.
What?
The cage.
Oh.
That's right, Lemon Eater. One of these surprised emotes. I mean, I realize this is RPG.
Roll
suspense.
for Perceptino.
Perceptino.
Nice.
I mean, I think the problem is that Kate can't see the timer, and if she gets up, she can't hear me. Am I too shiny? Where the hell is that?
Shiny.
You're not too shiny. You look lovely.
Oh, it's because I'm seeing the shine.
On the screen. I would do it. We used to have this not trouble per se. Wax on, wax off, baby. We used to have this issue with full party as well. I remember because there was a countdown timer, and we were all boiling a kettle, furiously forcing a kettle to boil.
We were boiling a kettle and sprinting to the bathroom.
That's right. Am I too
shiny?
Hello.
I'm gonna point out that Kate's not here because of a slow kettle.
Yes. Yeah. Which is
a crime.
Right. I was gonna say there's worse reasons to miss something. Should we pretend that we've started? Like be in media res and be like, Macris, what do you do?
As Troyan takes her dying breath.
Dante's hanging off the edge of the bridge. Help!
Just be in tears.
Aww.
Just saying goodbye to each other.
Sorry, Dante.
Goodbye,
Dante.
Dante.
It had to be like this. Had to be like what?
Long live the king.
Long live the king.
Oh boy. Yeah,
man.
Troyan's using avocado pits to dye clothes.
Oh.
That's a thing you can do.
What? Did it dye it like the color of an avocado pit?
No, it's actually quite a charming color.
I don't understand. Do you grind them up? Or do you just do this?
No, I think you
really
boil the avocado pit. And I'm pretty sure, I could be confused. I think the avocado pit makes things like a kind of pinkish purple.
Oh, fun.
But it could also be the mustard color, because there were two that I was looking at, and that looked very, very cool.
Mm.
Briefly considered entering a dye era, but didn't. You're welcome.
You don't have to tell me. Like, you don't have to... I'm not thanking you. You don't have to wish me you're welcome.
Well, you should be thanking me for not bringing in, like, a dye vat into our house.
That is actually true.
Flower of August coming in hard with the goddamn Kid Icarus.
Oh, shit. Kid Icarus. There it is. Yeah, what is that? It looks a bit like an owl for me, going... That's what it looks like to me.
Never too late.
Oh,
You're right.
It's a disco ball.
That's amazing.
Oh, it's so cute.
Oh, shit. Nice, Ellie Spot.
Oh, well done, Ellie Spot.
I like that. Engineering student.
Oh, thank you so much, Reading Aloud. Reading Aloud knows where it's at.
Huh.
A 300 decibel noise, considering that the decibel scale is exponential. I don't think they're like, because at that point, is it noise or has it become something else?
Right. Yeah. Can the unconquered sun shout so loudly
that even his own eardrum would get blown out?
There it is.
Yeah, you can use all sorts of fun things to dye other things.
Yeah.
I don't
Get
know why it started
in the
popping
egg.
up on my Instagram.
Jay Seeker with the deep cuts.
The very deep cuts. Jay Seeker has
The
been
egg.
recently rewatching Exalt Switch Nexus, so Get in the Egg is, makes more sense. Wow, that is fab. Look at that. Amazing. Damn.
Orangia and I are we
It's like,
supposed to
could
believe
you
that you had no part in the arguments?
Hmm?
I feel like you hopped in for a few points now and again.
Maybe.
Learning so much.
A denser medium? You mean like a slow-witted?
Yeah, but I
fortune teller?
I volunteer as tribute. Like, just run it through me. I'm pretty dense.
Look, it's a Kate.
Hello.
Hello, sorry for that,
Hi.
folks. Things just timed out perfectly wrong. So now I'm here. I should
Classic.
say.
Whoa.
Do you want to give us a belated thumbnail?
Oh,
Just for
we
you,
aren't
Kate?
we aren't even thumbnailing anymore.
Yeah, we're long past the time.
Oh, yeah.
It's 2:05.
Here, have some Michael Bublé.
Did you Sharpie that on your... Oh, no, or is that actually
No,
on the can?
it looked like it was. I feel like I saw one in the wild, and I assumed someone had done it. But then there was a whole case of them at the grocery store.
Wait,
And
that was
it's-
actually a thing on the can?
Yeah.
Oh, for
Yeah.
God's sake.
I think he's...
Mary Berry is the flavor, so I was definitely suckered in and purchased it because I need to find out what flavor it is. But that is cold and I am cold, so later.
Sons of guns.
I have no pencil.
And I must scream.
Yeah, basically.
Eric, when
By that I mean I only have inferior normal people pencils available to me.
that is that's a stage manager. That's
Yeah.
a conclave of stage managers is the. It's got to be
A
the
conclave?
the plural nouns.
I would
Not
have
like
thought
a
it would be
whisper?
a wrangler of stage managers.
That's better
wrangle.
actually.
A call sheet of stage managers.
Ooh.
I just like that you have a stage manager's worth of pencils.
A binder of stage managers.
Very
Oh.
good. That's also very good.
Like binders full of women.
Exactly.
Erwin, I was actually going to be slightly less annoying and just say that I think you would probably find it to taste like aggressive water. I think is I imagine.
You've already been
water?
detonated at least twice, I think, this weekend by Aragorn.
I have to tune into my other streams to see how many more detonations there will be.
She has a lot of explosives rigged up to your chairs. Just yours.
I just thought that Erwin, that makes it sound like you don't like it though. That's what I was trying to. I just. Why are you asking if it's good if you don't? I'm confused now. It'd be good aggressive.
It's aggressive
Isn't that a
water
perpetual
because
Scott
it's
state?
petulant. It's petulant water, really. It's petulant water.
What, aggressive?
No, confused.
Oh.
Oh. Wait, what?
I'll allow it.
Oh, fucking dead.
Perfect.
You like it aggressive? Oh, okay, all right. All right, well, hang on. Let me take a note here.
Likes
I'll
aggressive
use my
water.
red. I'm not actually taking a note.
I'll let you know once I open it. I'm not gonna let it go flat.
No, good. That's good.
Speaking of going flat, how about experience?
Oh yeah, good idea. What?
Oh.
San ni ich.
Is that okay?
Zero.
Hey! I think you got it, Flower of August. I think that's what you guessed anyway. Hooray! I bought Wits 3 for Dante. Because my confusion is not my character's
It's not Dante's confusion.
I like this idea that everyone has a trigger button.
Yeah, apparently she can just detonate my chair at will.
Just yours, though.
Yeah, well, I mean, apparently I'm the
Eric,
I mean-
Scott's chair is in my office.
Yes, which I've had access to, and Erwin and I frequently plot things for Stream Tech.
Ah! Oh god.
It better be a shaped charge so that it only fires up.
Well, it was an eject chair, so he would actually go through your ceiling. And through
Well,
many ceilings
half,
after that.
half. Yeah, my legs would be poking out the bottom. Like, I'm just kicking on stream like this. Anyway, yeah. there we go.
Probably not.
But you know, when you're detonating a chair for a friend in an RPG, it's always good to do it safely.
Oh yeah.
And how do you make it safe? By green carding before you detonate their RP chair. So we have these cards that allows us maximum safety and by extension maximum fun. How dare you, Flower of August? What does a green card symbolize? A green card, the play card, means I am enthusiastically consenting to the roleplay that is happening, even if my character appears otherwise. A yellow card or a pause card means, hey, everybody, hold up. I have to make the table aware of something. Once I put the card back down, play can resume. And a red card or stop card means I am not okay to keep going. In our case, because we're streaming, it usually means we'll go to a BRB screen, discuss internally, and we will only continue playing if everybody at the table is okay to do so. You, the audience, do not have cards, but you do have options. Allow me to detail them for you right now. You can always message us, whisper us at RPGClinic. That message will be received by all of us here. You can also message one of our mods. Today we have Aragorn, she who knows 10,000 things. We also have Kung Fu Fenris, our safety wolf. And they can pass along your feedback anonymously if you so choose. And another option that's always available to you is leaving the stream and stepping away. Of course, we would be sad to see you go, but we need to see you safe.
Mm-hmm. We do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Could I have
you.
a dramatic reading of what is appearing on the screen right now?
Of course. Aragwen. 07. Dio!
That was
then-
only mildly
Feel it.
peaky.
And then some more dice hearts, yeah. I charge union rates. Mention that up front.
Actually, the thing that I really like is that according to featured.chat, that was a one-word chat, and so
Oh.
therefore isn't eligible to be put up on screen. Unless I specifically force it to.
Oh, that's so sweet. That's really nice.
Featured chat has opinions on what's worth featuring, apparently.
Yeah. Oh, if it's one word, it can't be worth featuring. Like, come on. What
Yeah.
if it's a
What if-
joke?
What if it's the best word?
Exactly. Which is clusterfuck. That's correct.
Chlamydia.
Fuck.
It's a pretty word.
So you're both
Just-
fans of cult words.
Unfortunate connotations.
Very good. Good
Boy.
shot, Aragwen, as well. Yes, that's a good one. Great.
Fuck.
Rooster.
Good.
Then we can.
Do you want to hear what happened last time?
I do.
Having returned from Clemata's manufacturing laboratory with their Q-constant maple seedling, Macris, Troyan, and Dante wasted little time in seeking out the inventor/botanist, Quentin Quirin. Quirin, clearly quite ill and initially distrustful of the Guru, warmed up eventually. He seemed genuinely passionate about his plan to reforest the planet in an ethical, safe manner.
Shit.
Oh no!
Give me a second.
Thank you. Kate, I heard the and I thought it was the rocks tumbling into the glass. I was like,
I tried to time it well.
it was really, really good. Yeah.
Well, let's try it again.
Troyan crossed town to consult with Guy Boucher as to the source of a mysterious parcel connected to her past. Dante dipped downstream to warn Apotheosis of an impending challenge and revealed how he truly feels about her. Back at the bar, Macris learned of a challenge from Jennifer Slade, just passed by Cleaves the Lie. The trio regrouped and reviewed, with Troyan opening up about the tragic circumstances under which she lost her lover Portia in New York City to a stolen moon. Macris's mysterious texts turned trouble, with a cry for help sending the pack racing to the Champlain Bridge and encountering 24 Project Twilight soldiers.
That's right. She gave you 2 days to calm down.
Yeah, so secrets up. The people back home can't actually hear the recap, so random nonsense is being discussed during that time.
The jig is up.
Yeah.
But I think we'll be back to
But go.
Yeah, we can if somebody isn't remote.
fuck this. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we usually can is what I mean.
This
We
is
usually
like
can.
disappointing blackberry raspberry or something.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Emphasis on the disappointing. Take that, Michael Bublé.
If I
That
muted
Canadian
it-
icon.
if I muted this microphone Ellie spot and I removed the windshield,
John, didn't we go over this? You were gonna buy Viral.sucks, and that was what was gonna just play it on loop
Sure.
whenever anyone visited it.
that's an actual URL that I could purchase. Is Viral.sucks SUCK.
I mean, with the price
Is SUX available?
I don't think so. I think
Damn
it's
it.
SUCKS. But it's also
It
like
was only $200 a year.
yeah, it's
I was gonna say
more expensive
only.
than your standard URL.
What would you put on the site?
just a looped GIF of him trying to deep throat the microphone,
Great.
Yes.
Fabulous.
and then we would like go around and be like, "Do you want to see RPG Clinic content? Like, go to the It's not useful.
Just QR codes everywhere.
You are. Eat the rich. Break capitalism.
God.
Join us. QR code.
I can't open my jaw wide enough
Yeah.
for this.
Yeah.
Of course, there's also,
Practice
like,
makes
the-
perfect.
There's the big Kahuna one, like really large.
What do you mean?
There's a second
Oh, it's like an attack.
second windshield.
Okay.
that you can use that's much, much larger.
Oh wow.
And this is why our viewership dropped off after the first episode.
I think
How
we're getting
dare
to the
you.
point where it's actually rarer to not talk about deep throating a microphone than to talk about it.
Yeah.
It's one of the cyclical things, right? We'll come out the other side eventually.
Like, it's just
Oh,
right in
don't
front of my
talk about
face,
that.
and it's kind of hard for me to not be like, oh, it's right here. And this
So
is
you're
where
saying if
I'm
I was,
supposed to go.
you know what? Never mind.
don't
Yes,
bring
Scott,
yourself
he is
into
saying
this
that.
Scott,
What did we name this episode?
Scott, why must,
Drawbridge.
why must you be the
Thank
screen
you.
door on my submarine?
Yes, Drawbridge. Just to echo what you said. Why are you looking at me? Oh, okay. Fuck off. Oh, that's nice.
Good night.
Your hands are freezing, though.
Are we?
That's chilly. Should go in. No, we'll do that.
Can't
later.
reach him.
Oh, that's not. Thanks, Kate. Oh, yay!
But John never minds because
Oh,
John's
no.
like a furnace.
Yeah, but that's nice.
Yeah, he misses me freezing him at night, I'm sure. Ice cold feetsies.
I feel like I'm blessing a baby. Like my
Yeah,
son.
here, let me reenact what you aren't seeing off screen. This is what's basically happening.
I mean, now that is
It was just
amazing.
a
Yeah, just exactly.
Uh,
6B touching John's
It's-
scalp. Oh, sorry, 5B. My apologies. Yo, when that smoke starts coming out that chimney, I'm electing Liz. That's not.
the
Yeah, I could have made
literal
it really
worst.
bad. I could have like.
Oh my god.
Did my head actually appear on camera?
No,
No.
you were
No,
fully.
Liz's hands.
So I was just doing this, and who knows what I was doing? It's
I guess if I put my head even further in, then it would have just looked like I was trying to like dive into either your crotch or your chest.
We have fun here.
Yeah, we like to have fun here.
Shall we begin?
Yeah, fuck it, sure. Let's do it.
good lord.
Lord is right.
One of the biggest challenges of running any kind of storyteller system combat is balance. The game does not actually go to any great lengths to try to give you a well-designed combat encounter. That's left open to interpretation, left open to the storyteller to figure it out. And if they can't figure it out, then it can fall in one of two ways. Either it's trivial or explosive. Much as Aragorn may have a shaped charge placed directly underneath Scott's seat, all of you are now in a dangerous situation. Because I know what's going to at least start here. I encourage you to think long and hard when your characters will have no time to think long or hard about what's going to happen next. You're Guru. You are Gaia's might in a world where the war is lost. And yes, you have your rage. You have your skill, your fangs, your claws. It might not be enough. So, as you consider your actions here, just know you are not invincible, but you are, in some ways, mightier than you think. Do you want to remind the people out there about where you are and what you're seeing?
We had just crested, if I recall correctly, essentially the middle of the Champlain Bridge, which spans the St. Lawrence, one of the bridges off the island of Montreal. Macris had received a text saying, like, there are soldier-type people, come and help me. We ran onto the bridge, commandeered a van, knocked some motherfuckers out, and raced towards the bridge where, upon cresting it, we saw 24 I'm making that up. 24 soldiers.
Yeah, 24. Yeah.
Kitted out and looking for something that they couldn't see. I'm not describing that the best, but it looked like they were on the hunt for something that was not visible. We don't know what that is. And that's what we're running into.
Who have you called?
I shot voice memos to to the moon, and then Apotheosis. And apparently no one else. Should have what I could. Maybe I can in the middle of a firefight.
You have not been seen yet, at least not by the soldiers who are milling around the area that you're overlooking. You are behind I believe you were pushing a car.
So
in the car?
I drove the car to scatter the first wave of people.
Right.
Now we've crested the hill. I ripped a door off the car. I'm kind of using it as a shield.
We are on foot.
We are on foot now, yes.
Assault rifle, car door, Macros.
All right. Let's see if anybody has discovered you yet. I'll have all of you roll your wits.
Hey!
Stealth.
Okay.
Your difficulty is only 1, though.
Shit. This carefully considered.
I don't think so.
There.
Ooh, brutal outcome.
Ruh-roh. Already, huh?
Yeah, Troyan can't do stealth without getting brutal.
Oh, that's right!
Yeah, famously.
Kate?
Rerolling. I
Rerolling.
didn't get brutal. I am rerolling.
I mean, we have a brutal outcome. Is this?
Two successes. Is it not worth it then? Are you saying?
That's what I'm saying, is that we have a brutal outcome,
Yeah,
so
then one success.
it was difficulty 1, so you succeeded.
I also got
Oh,
one success.
Great.
Yeah. But one of you didn't. Hi.
Hi.
That's fine. It just means you'll be seen, right?
That's right. Oh, no.
We just hide behind you.
Why didn't you succeed in your stealth roll?
Because I'm holding a giant car door, I think. But if you want it to be more brutal than that,
It doesn't need to be. But you're advancing with a car door.
yeah.
I would assume that this is not necessarily a stealthy way of approaching somebody.
No.
Typically, people don't think of like, oh yes, a floating car door with a face behind them.
You're like, that's weird. Is
That's
that
right.
a car or
Yeah.
just the door part? Yeah.
In the moment where here, I'll let Kate get her earphones back in. There we go. In the moment that you are seen, Macros, Dante, are you forsaking your packmate and remaining hidden, or is it just a moment of like, fuck it, let's go?
Fuck it, let's go.
Yeah, I'm-
Give me a second.
I'd probably duck, but didn't make
Did
it.
you just get shocked, Kate?
Just checking something out here. Hmm. Damn.
All right.
Just continue on for a minute without me.
Okay. Okay. So I'm just gonna remind people. All 3 of you are in Glabro.
Yeah.
Macros running on 4 rage. The 2 of you running on 3. You've all howled,
Yes.
so you do not have that as a way to regain rage at this time. But now you have a significant group of people who turn towards you. You can dash back behind the crest or duck behind one of the other vehicles that are still on the bridge in order to protect yourself, at least temporarily, from what I imagine will be swift
Justice.
justice.
Well, maybe not justice. Yeah, but retribution.
I mean, or you could charge in. I know which one I would pick. My question is what you would pick at this time.
So can you summarize what's happened with Troyan?
Troyan failed. Like Troyan failed
Yeah,
her
she
stealth
failed,
check.
but what am I witnessing?
Like
how would I know that she
I think
failed?
people are I think
Yeah.
people are turning towards us.
the soldiers have looked up, seen that there's other people approaching, and they're calling out to each other, claiming that there's more contact on its way. However, they also are in and among the chatter. You can say that they are saying that you are not the target, but they might shoot you anyway.
Yeah. Well, they're about to. Dante, I'm not even necessarily gonna take a position of cover at the moment. Dante is going to. You mentioned a couple of cars scattered about. Dante's gonna make for the closest one, leap up onto the hood, and fire the assault rifle he picked up from one of the soldiers back there.
Okay,
Just
Brom.
fire them.
I will remind you at this time there are 24 of them.
Yeah.
And you're just going to stand there and fire
Well, I'm going to.
completely open
Yeah.
on the hood of a car.
Let's say this. I'm gonna fire as I'm running towards it, and then duck behind it.
Okay, I'm not saying that what you're
No.
you do is wrong.
It's just
It's just stupid.
we just like taking bullets here. I figure the other two Guru will be able to use this to get in there as well. So I'm drawing some attention with this.
Okay.
I am aiming to get in melee range as quickly as possible.
Charging in.
Yeah, I don't know if I can tell how many of them have weapons other than guns at this distance.
I mean, they're all carrying assault rifles similar to the one that Dante picked up
Okay.
last session.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, Macros is also going to close to melee range.
Now, Troyan has a shield, a
Yeah.
car door, that she's using to try to advance. Macros, are you doing any of the same?
Not yet.
If
going
Macros is
straight
near
for them.
Troyan might try to shield both of them with it, but only if Macros comes close.
Macros's plan is to try to split the enemy.
Nice.
So, yeah. Gonna charge off on an angle.
Oh.
24 divided by 3 is still 8.
Yep, that's okay.
Yum yum. Sounds like breakfast. Fucking go.
All right.
Oh, I hope this at least gets me another rage.
I mean,
We will be taking damage. We will be gaining a risk.
at the moment, the only person who isn't being reckless, well, at the moment, the person who's being the least reckless
Thank you. Yeah.
is Troyan, who is at least carrying a shield. Everyone else, you are charging people with firearms into melee range.
Warriors Gaia, man.
Oh,
Yeah, my hope is that I can close the distance as much as possible so that they'll no longer feel safe
that's
shooting
exactly. Once-
into the fray.
Once they're in melee range, it's just going to be a bloodbath.
well,
We've all howled.
We have
We all
all.
held.
everybody
Thank you
is
for
held.
asking.
That is a thing that has already occurred. Okay.
Friends, I'm ready.
Then you're trying to use your weapon. Are you discharging the whole weapon at this point? Like just trying to use that to cover your...
Yeah. That sounds. Yeah. Sorry. I'm using bursts. I'm trying to take people down.
Okay, so specifically, you're going to be rolling dexterity firearms.
Okay. Cool.
The two of you are going to be rolling dexterity athletics in an attempt to avoid this absolute beating that's about to come your way.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh. Uh-oh. Macros. That's not. Wasn't that many dice? Was that all rage dice here? Oh no, it was just the four. Okay. I see.
Mine are all raised at the page type. Anything because of the shield, John, or is that going to be taken into
the
account
shield's
for
going to be
yours?
taken into account.
Cool.
Okay,
Nope. That's good.
Scott,
5 successes.
5 successes.
That's nice.
Okay, I'm rolling all of Scott's currently. I'm doing some quick things. Normally you'd be rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling, but because there's just too many of them, I'm
Yeah.
fudging.
Okay.
Interesting. And then the last one. Okay. Scott,
Yes.
you're not going to take any damage.
What?
5 successes is a lot of successes. You do manage to cause enough of them to scatter. Of course, you don't hit any of them.
Okay, I see. Right, because they're,
They're also taking cover in an attempt to not get hit.
yeah, sure.
Their priority is to not die, not take you out at all costs. So they are dodging behind their own vehicles, their own situation in order to try to prevent that. However, the people at melee range, they can't really dodge from them as easily. But you are crossing in. How many successes did you get, Liz?
5.
5 successes.
Crit.
Here we go.
Yes. Very nice.
Okay,
Oh, well.
that's 1 miss.
Welcome back.
That's a hit.
Okay.
That's a hit.
What?
That's a hit.
That door is going to be...
And
I like to think there's
That's
an
a miss.
eagle on it.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Troyan,
Big
Yarp.
wolf. It's a wolf, of course.
you are going to take, because this is halved each time, you're going to take... Oh, let's show your health levels, shall we? Troyan, you are taking 6 levels of superficial damage.
Okay.
That is including the round down. So you are currently at 1 ag and 4 normal.
Okay.
Or no, you wait. You had
Yeah,
the door.
she has a
Yeah.
door. Yeah.
You had the door.
Yeah. She rolled 5 and had a door.
You do all these things.
Sorry.
I'm sorry for getting
Okay.
a shield.
Armor.
Yeah.
All right. Hold on.
Cover gives +1 to 2.
Oh, shite. Oh, no. No, I'm good.
Okay. Armor specifically changes aggravated damage to superficial damage, which is then halved. So the thing is that it's already considered superficial for this, and I don't like that particular ruling.
So defending against ranged with cover gives +1 to 2. Yes.
That I took into account.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to give you 3 superficial, but your door is useless.
Cool.
Just
2,
for
3.
now.
And I take a rage, I guess, because I got hit.
Yes.
Whee!
Macros. Successes.
3.
3. Well, Macros has more health.
That's true. That is
That's
actually,
true.
that's legit.
Okay. Miss. Hit. Hit. Miss. And... Okay, Macros was hit twice. So Macros, you are going to be taking... And then rounded down. You're going to be taking 5 superficial. One of those is egg, and it shouldn't be.
Yeah. My window resized on me as I was doing it because it decided I double tapped, which was not helpful.
Perfect.
All right. Then you'll also gain a rage, Macros, as you have been injured. Putting you at 5. Now, I'll remind you, Macros, that if you now take any rage, you'll take superficial willpower damage instead.
Correct.
Also, you now have 5 rage dice.
Correct.
Yeah.
Incredible.
We love that.
Okay. You have now closed the gap, however, which is going to mean a few things. For the two of you, they can still fire at you, but there's going to be difficulties because now it's at close range and there's too many of them around you.
Okay.
Like, I assume that you're running into them, not
Absolutely.
just directly in front of them and being
Yeah.
like, look at me!
Yeah.
Which means that they can't risk firing through you because then they might hit each other. So it's going to be a little harder for them to hit you, but you paid the price with your bodies.
That's right. Could you let me know if any of them shift to a melee attack, just because I have a gift that can come into account for melee or brawl?
Okay.
So only in that instance.
I
though.
will thank you for asking. That's a very good point. The other thing is that I am ruling that the maximum number of people who can currently surround you at any one point in time is 5. So, Macros, for Spirit of the Fray, that's the
I can
most.
only max at 3.
You're max at 3 anyway. Yeah, but like
Yeah.
there's only
Yeah.
there's a maximum of 5 of them who can surround you at any one point.
Okay.
So like I guess when you get Glory 5, that's who you can attack. That's the number of people you can attack.
Nice.
Yeah.
Unless they're ants.
Yeah.
Okay. There's now significant confusion and shouting, and there's a lot of smoke that's rising from the bridge itself. I mean, all of these rounds going off. That's going to cause a lot of panic and confusion. The voices are now way too loud, but they're starting to ring and echo in your ears as this is happening. So I'm going to call round. It's round 2. Now here's the other thing, Dante. If you just spray and pray into this crowd, you've got these two to deal with. So you can no longer just like...
Oh! Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could. They take more damage from bullets than Troyan and Macris do.
Right.
But
yeah.
So what are you doing?
What am I doing? There's smoke rising from the chaos already. I am going to again try to target someone close to me that doesn't try to hit these guys. So I will be firing again, but I'm going to try to also move, staying behind this car, into a closer position so I can get in close as well.
So now you're trying to close to melee.
I am. Yeah.
Okay.
I have a lot of things I want to do. So I don't know if I can in one turn, but I want to shift to Krynos.
You can do that.
I want to use my regen while in Krynos, because that's better.
You can. I will rule that you can do that.
And if I have enough room in my actions, activate Razor Claws, which is free and instantaneous while in Krynos form.
Well, then, yes, you can.
Yeah.
Cool.
Seems good.
Cool. Okie doke. That's all I would like.
And then
Because I probably can't attack after doing all that, right?
none of those things have precluded you from attacking.
Then I want to attack. It starts.
The only thing is that your attack will be at a -2 because it will be the -2 comes from your shifting.
Cool.
However, you also gain 2.
Yeah.
Shifting.
And
to
then I
Krynos,
gain
Yeah.
half my glory from the Razor Claws.
Yeah. So you'll be
So-
up 1
Yeah.
overall.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So specifically, let's just see here.
Start killing while I still have
It's
mental
a free
fortitude.
check. Free and instantaneous one. Yep. Okay. So yeah, you don't even have to worry about it. Once you go into Krynos, you always have Razor Claws,
Lovely.
essentially. Then you add your glory round up to the damage of your claw attacks. Ow. Macris.
Rage check for Krynos, rage check for regeneration, and then 2 rage checks because I'm going to Spirit of the Fray against a bunch of people. So that's 4 rage checks.
Hell yeah.
Come
Well, so we cross our fingers for you, Macris. That's for sure.
JCQ, you're absolutely right. It used to be that for Razor Claws, you had to spend a round like scratching them against stone.
I take one of the
fiddle.
white bands and start sharpening my claws. Do you want me to
Just pull out
start?
a nail file. Okay, let's do the rage checks first. So Macris, Troyan.
We do 2.
So it's
Yeah.
2 to shift into Krynos.
1 good. Other not.
Then
Okay.
to regenerate.
Right. And that is 1. Oh, no. Okay.
And then Macris, you have 2 rage checks for your.
But then
Uh,
Yeah, succeeded at 2, failed at 2. So
Oh.
I'm down 2 rage. I'm in Krynos.
I see Macris burning her rage.
Wow,
Attempts to make sure that she doesn't absolutely pop the fuck off.
Wouldn't be the worst time right now.
Very well. I'll have all of you roll your attacks.
Okay. All right. 4 dice bonus. Hello, lover.
I'll remind you, Macris, that you are rolling 1 roll for all 3 of your attacks.
Yeah.
I'll also remind you at this time that you can spend your willpower or take 2 professional willpower damage to 3 dice.
Remind me, is this a dex brawl for a claw attack?
Strength.
Strength brawl.
Let's reroll these.
So 1, 2,
Come here, you
3.
son of a gun. 1, 2.
Flower Fogus,
I
I'm not sure
rolled
this
too many
one
rage
is-
dice.
Say again, Macris?
I rolled too many rage dice, so I'm rerolling.
Yep,
So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I get +4, but I'm -2.
that's right. Same with you, Macris, right? You get +2 over your
Yeah.
Labro,
Yeah, exactly.
My razor
then
claws
-2
is,
because you shifted.
my razor
Yeah.
claws is to the damage, so it has
Oh,
to
right,
it
right.
has to hit first.
Has to hit
think
first.
I remembered everything.
Oh shit! I missed somehow with this massive claw attack. What
Come on, brutal. Damn.
I'm not sure we always want that.
I want it now. You kidding?
Fair.
Be great.
That's fair.
5 successes? Christ.
5. Spent
Okay.
willpower.
Yeah, I spent as well.
I'm gonna spend as well, I think. Yeah, I can spend it.
That's bad.
No.
We'll get it later. Okay, so rolling first for Macros, just finished first.
Yes.
Wow. Brian, nice job.
That's a
You do.
solid. That's a solid hit.
Wait, what happened narratively after
That's a solid hit. That's a okay. So Macros,
Yeah.
hi Macros. All 3 of the soldiers who you are currently attacking are going to go
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna basically claw rend them.
Yeah.
Macros has Dovin?
Sure.
Macros dives in and just it's a whirlwind of flesh, fur, and claw and arterial spurts.
So,
Oh,
7.
yeah.
And then if we're also talking damage, is that taken into account now or after we determine if it
So
hits?
first it's whether it hits.
Okay.
And seeing as how the pool that I'm rolling for them is 6, it's going to be difficult.
Okie
It
dokie.
is still possible.
That's the one, Aragorn, yeah.
I'm impressed with myself for rolling 4.
Nice.
But 3 plus...
So 3 plus my claw attack, which is +3 in Krynos,
yeah,
plus my razor claws, which is another 1.
that just eviscerates. the
Great.
first.
I shred them.
Yeah, no, just
Torin has a lot of
100%
like rage, so that makes sense. She's very
These soldiers, by the way, I should point out, are not wearing like armor. They've got helmets on,
Right.
but they're not decked out in like full riot gear or whatever specifically for these soldiers. Just so you know, if they were, then the results specifically for Macros would be much different. Then you probably would have hurt them, but not necessarily killed them. But where Macros, what Macros does in quantity, Troy does in quality.
bloodiness.
Precision.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Just one guy. Fuck this
Quite
guy.
literally, I think that's a clause in separate
Yeah.
sort of
Situation.
Damn.
Whereas Dante, you've got a gun.
I do. It's a bit more surgical and trying to pick someone as I'm moving in towards the fray. I rolled 4 successes.
Surgical gun.
I rolled no successes. So you are not going to take damage against that one target who you
Okay.
went for, but
Yeah.
you are also closing to melee. Now it's time for them to attack you.
Okay.
So this is your Dex Athletics, but at a -2 because you've already taken an action this turn.
Okay.
So roll when you can.
Spending some willpower.
Okay.
How do you feel about that? Pretty good. Here we go. Hit reroll. Here we go. 3 successes.
4, so you are taking damage here. Take so take 2 superficial. Here's the next attack.
You're like,
We're just gonna
yeah. I want
Just
to
gonna leave
figure
your
out what's
attack
going
here.
on here.
that one is gonna hit you as well. Take another 2 superficial.
Okay.
And
Regen.
that one misses. Troyan,
Yars.
the people who are attacking you, Dex Athletic at this point Dex Athletics minus another 2. So now it's -4 technically.
Right.
So you
okay.
get no Krynos benefit.
Cool.
So it's just your straight up Dex Athletics.
Dex athletics.
Macros, you're gonna get the same.
Oh.
Yeah, shit.
Brutal.
Brutal outcome.
Yep.
Brutal.
Hey!
Hey.
Yeah, shit.
Well, then both of you are going to get hit.
Mm-hmm.
A bunch. And a bunch.
Fuck.
Troyan,
Yarp.
you're taking 6 superficial damage. Macros.
Ow, 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 ow.
2,
Okay.
3, 4, 5,
Ow.
6.
And ow. Macros, you are taking 6 superficial damage. There are fewer. Oh no! Wait, sorry, Macros. 4 superficial. Because I forgot.
it was down to 3.
I rolled too many attacks for Macros. She did kill a lot of people
Right, that's true. She
who
did.
were right next to her.
Yeah.
I will remind you, Troyan, just before you shift out of Krynos.
Oh, I'm not. I killed someone.
Oh, I know.
Oh.
Just before you shift
Sorry.
out of Krynos, if you don't heal the damage that's in your extra health levels, they do roll over into the rest of your health.
And they convert to ag, right?
Convert
In
to
this case? Cool.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
So
Macros
deal with that shit.
So if you converted now, Macros would be fine, but still take a -2 penalty to all her actions because her health levels are all marked off. You would also be at -2, and 2 of your things would be marked as ag.
Okay.
Dante
Noted.
is still okay, but
For now.
for now. That's round. This is the third round of this particular encounter.
Uh-oh. I don't like the sound of that.
Did Dante drop one of his people?
Yes.
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
I want you to just imagine the whole like just like
Yeah.
except it's more like a dit because you're only firing in short bursts and it's gone down. So that's round. What are you doing? Here's the situation, Macros. There are still 4 people attacking you. Troyan, there are 6. Dante, there are 5.
Okay.
And there's still 4. So 4, 6. Let me just make sure that I got this right. 8, 14, 19. Yeah. There's still 5 soldiers who are covering them, watching from the other side of the bridge.
Oh,
So they're not currently attacking you.
Just watching their compatriots be like,
Nope.
apart here.
That is not taking into account the people who are dead. Macros, there's 3 attacking you. Troyan, there's I said 6?
You said
There's 5 attacking you, and Dante, I said 5? There are 4 attacking you. There you go. And there's only 3 people covering.
cool band.
Great.
You killed more people than I remembered.
Dante's plan is to shift into Krynos, tearing his assault rifle apart like tissue paper, and just grabbing someone by the top of the skull and like throwing them into the people nearby. I'm attacking someone in Krynos, but
You're
that's
grappling.
but that's for fun.
With the intent of later throwing them?
yeah.
Or are you just like...
I think that's more of a like.
That's more of a flavor thing?
Yeah, that's the.
Okay, that's 2 race checks for you. And for you. Also, you can then choose to regenerate if you want.
Yes, I will.
For you, Troyan.
I am trying to think if there's any other ways that I can gain rage that I'm forgetting about. I don't think so.
Well,
from
there's
fire.
the Rite of Rage, which Dante may want to enact after this particular battle in order to try to pump you up even further.
Okay.
But there are other ways that it could potentially happen. You could turn on your own packmate in an attempt to rile them up. If you see a packmate become incapacitated
Okay.
or very seriously injured, that could also happen.
Cool. Well, I won't do that yet, but I will regen. And then I am going to attack with claws the next nearest one. Try to shred them the same way.
Okay, remember that now you get your full pool because
Right.
you haven't shifted. Macros?
Regen, Spirit of the Fray.
Fuck's sake.
Okay. Well, first regen and then you
Like-
decide about your Spirit of the Fray.
Yeah, there's like a full whirlwind going on over here around that, Chris.
Spirit of the Fray. Decent
Good gift.
gift.
That's nice. We like
Troyan
that.
does more DPS to an individual. Macros is good at dealing with mooks.
Large groups, yeah.
It's less good.
Just
Which
like my
is-
Baldur's Gate character.
Just like your exalted character.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. My rage wasn't decreasing for some reason. Okay, I'm gonna Spirit of the Fray 1, and I succeeded at that. So I'm only attacking. No, fuck it.
So Macros
I'm
is
attacking 2.
going hard.
Yeah.
Attacking 2 or 3.
3. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. This world.
Troyan's going for a claw, and you're going for it. Okay, we'll start with Macros. We're going left to right, right to left. All right, Macros. Tell me what you got.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes.
I guess they're pretty good werewolves when
Yeah.
it comes to this sort of thing. Like,
This is our milieu, really. Yeah.
pretty decent.
I don't think we
Okay,
should use it.
the first one you are going to hit. The second one you're going to obliterate. And the third one you're going to
Oh, yeah.
obliterate. Let me just check for the first one. How much damage are your claws?
3.
So 3. Okay. So one of them you gut, but he's not dead.
Okay.
The other 2 are dead.
Cool.
Yeah, one of them you probably sink your claws into his stomach, and he's like, ah! And he falls over, but not dead. The other 2, pink clouds.
Not.
5 successes for me.
5 successes for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it.
Jeez. So that would be 1 plus 3, 4 plus 1, 5.
And that's enough. The humans, they
Yeah.
don't have that many in terms of health levels, and you are doing a significant amount of damage to them. And then Scott.
I got 3 successes. My attack roll. Less good. Less strong, perhaps, from Dante.
Dante, you are now going to pay a small price. I rolled 5.
Okay.
So you are taking 5 halved, 3 superficial.
Okay. Oh.
As you try to advance, and the soldier, she manages to just like pull off a couple of rounds and
Yeah.
backs off, and it's enough that it slows you down enough that you don't manage to.
Okay. But there's like a torn in half, like assault rifle, just pieces.
Yeah, yeah,
like you know. He's,
Now the other attacks. So Macros, you're only facing 1 because there's 1 left. Roll your Dex Athletics at a -2, please. Macros, you're facing off against a couple, so same thing.
Troyan, you mean?
Sorry, Troyan, yeah. And then Dante. Remember that you're 2, not +4, because you shifted.
Six.
Hey, nice. That's
Okay,
I got
Macros
a
is
crit.
fine.
I got crit.
You debating?
I'm debating re-rolling 2.
Okay.
wasn't even a debate, Liz. I just did it.
Yeah, but you have more
Oh, willpower. Yeah, sure.
willpower left than me.
Right, and there might be more after this. It's a good point.
There certainly will be.
might. I got 4 successes.
4 successes, Dante. You missed.
Okay. You was missed.
Macros, you are absolutely missed.
Okay, hold on.
Yay, Troy! Yeah, Troy. We gotta burn these mofos. Hey, there you go.
4.
Okay. What were you before the roll? Reroll.
I was 3.
Okay. It's a good thing that you did that.
Okay.
You are going to take 2 superficial, as you are still hit, but the others would have hit you as well. And that would have knocked you over into aggravated territory.
Oh, this is
What?
not good.
That is 3 rounds. And so, considering how you have been doing, I am going to make you the following offer. I will offer you that you can continue fighting at this point, if you so choose, or I will let the fight end, but Macros, you're going to be fine, and I assume that you would help Troyan out for the rest, right?
Like the rest of the
The
people
rest of the people
surrounding.
attacking Troyan specifically.
Oh yeah. Like I've decimated. Like I've killed my people.
Yeah.
So I just move on to the next.
What's a
tab.
few more? Yeah.
Dante has a
Yeah.
few other people here. So here's what I'm gonna say. You can end the combat here and now, and then that's all the damage you're going to take. Except Dante, you're gonna have 1 more roll.
Okay.
You can also choose to regenerate if you want, but you'll risk losing the wool. Dante?
Yeah. I mean, I'm good to accept this offer for but
I
I
am
want to know how people
too.
on the table are.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
In terms
Dante,
of how the
1 more roll.
Dex athletics.
Yep.
Okay. Yes. Great.
Dex athletics.
To dodge? Sorry.
No.
Oh, I get one more attack.
No, this is a strength brawl.
To make. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
One more to make.
Oh.
My apologies.
Unless you're just like running around being like, while
It could work.
Troy and Macros come along and try to.
Probably not in this case.
Okay.
Okay. 3 successes.
1, 2, 4. You'll take two. You'll take 2 superficial. Okay. Now I'll ask: is anybody regenning?
I have to. I think I have to. Otherwise, it's
Well, you can.
yeah.
You
we're
can
gonna,
afford to do it at least once.
That's true. We're going to go down to 1 rage. Or we all. Well, I'm
Yeah,
going to go down.
Scott,
to
you can. Liz
Yeah,
and I have to
you
debate
guys need
losing
to
the wolf.
decide. I mean, I'm going to fail both of these though. So you never know.
When would your right can't come into play if I've already lost the wolf, right? Or can it?
No.
I actually don't.
The only way for you to regain the wolf is
Is to howl.
To howl.
That's right.
Once you've lost the wolf.
Not forever.
Macros,
Yep.
I'll tell you one thing. The 3 who are currently covering escape, they're fleeing. You can try to go after them if you want, but then it will potentially cause you damage.
So, sorry. Then I guess I'm not seeing the picture that was painted. We can
So-
end combat. Does that mean anyone that's not dead yet is still alive? So there's still.
There's one person who's still alive on the ground, the one who you gutted but didn't kill. The question that I'm asking you is, there are the 3 soldiers who were not engaged in combat but were covering, like watching the other side of the bridge to see if there were more people coming.
Okay.
They will flee and they'll get away unless you roll against them now.
No, I'd like to roll against them.
Okay, well, let's roll against them while these 2 are figuring themselves
What's my roll?
out. It's a strength brawl,
Because you couldn't.
and you're still in Krynos.
If I had lost them.
Well, yeah, does the
Okay.
right require a rage check?
No.
Does what require a rage check?
A right of rage.
Yeah.
No, but like if I've lost the wolf, I can't perform the right of rage.
No, I know, but is there a risk of you losing the
Yeah, I'm doing 2 rage checks right now to regen. Oh no, it's
Why are you
2 per
doing
rage.
2?
2
Yeah,
per
sorry,
rage
that's why
check.
I was so flippant
Yeah,
about
yeah.
you.
Yeah, I was wondering why
Like-
you were like, why are you not just automatically doing this?
I misread.
No.
2 per rage check has 2
My
rage
question
checks.
is there a possibility that you can regen and do the right before I regen? Probably not.
No, the right takes time.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
cool.
like a
So
thing that
I'm
I-
gonna take the risk. Come on.
Scary.
No.
Damn it, Brian.
All right.
You
I
healed,
still
but you
heal.
lost it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Boy. Meow.
Rip me. I like to
And
think that you go.
Oh boy.
that means you have lost the wolf.
Correct.
Macros? 10?
And
And here I was being like, oh, Macros, you chose wrong. I rolled 6.
my lowest roll was a 4, and I had 2 10s. So,
well.
oh my
yeah.
god.
Macros, make sure there
Sorry,
are no
Liz.
survivors. There will be no survivors.
Imagine one of them being like, ah, and then you just see the claw stuck in the back of the shirt, holding them back. You know, what I'm imagining right now.
Does anybody get yeeted over the side of the bridge? Or is it all claws all the time?
All claws all the time.
Yeah.
Macros
Nah,
doesn't fuck
not letting
around.
anything get away from here. Not even a dead corpse swinging over the side.
Okay.
There might be some like air action.
Air action. Wah!
Hucked up into the sky and then like turn around and walk away as it goes.
I'm going to assume that no one's going to be spending any specific willpower in order to maintain Krynos at this time.
No.
Then you may choose to shift to Hamid or Lupus.
Hamid it is.
Can't I shift down? Oh yeah. Yeah.
Ouch.
Doop.
Also, ouch.
There we go.
So none of you taken any egg.
This is great,
Truth.
actually.
Truth.
Sorry about your wolf.
No, that's okay.
That is what it is.
I forgot about splitting your pool to attack multiple opponents.
Ah,
Because
yeah.
I was like, there's got to be a way that even without Spirit of the Fray, I can do that.
It's just much less effective.
It's much less effective, and I would have missed a bunch of people anyway, so it's for the best.
It is carnage on the bridge. The three of you are in a state. This is actually the most injured that I think the three of you have been collectively.
Easily.
Probably, yeah.
I'm actually going to revert into lupus now that I remember how we started this encounter, which is run away, dog.
That's right.
Okay. I'll also point out that you can still shift to Hamid if you want. That doesn't cost you anything.
Yeah.
Troyan can't. Troyan cannot shift at this time.
Right.
Dante still can. You still have a rage. You hear radios crackling. They're still people are still obviously trying to communicate. You'd have to pick up an earpiece to listen to see what they're saying, but also there's lots of guns around. Lots of guns. The vans are still in place. And go ahead, Macros.
I'm curious what the end is.
And otherwise, you can't hear anything right now. Just wind and the distant sound of police sirens.
I'm gonna sniff around some of the vans.
You can't smell any people.
In leaning down to pop an earpiece out and listen in on some of the chatter, I feel like Dante he's not, he almost kind of collapses onto his knees as he's looking for an earpiece, places it into his ear to hear if there's any, what the chatter is from people who are maybe further afield.
Gil is actually correct. You can't take a supernatural form, but you can shift between wolf and human.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. Okay,
so you can be a lupus or Hamid, but
you are still Guru, essentially, just not.
You specifically can't perform acts that require a rage check, use rights, or gifts.
Cool. Okay, so you're trying to go for an earpiece?
Yeah. To hear if there's maybe, like you say, John, maybe that there's radio chatter for people who are observing the incident on the bridge. What are they looking for, etc.?
Most of the chatter at this point is asking, like, status update. Where are you? Are you alive?
No answer.
They're all eerily, however, calm while asking. Very disciplined. There's none of like, oh my god, Tim, are you okay? Janet, are you fine? Like, no, nothing like that. It's all like report. But that's it. That's all you hear at the moment. And there's one mention of, have you acquired the target?
And no response to that, presumably.
No response.
I feel like the earpiece comes out and just is like crushed, maybe under a foot. He's just gonna crush that earpiece. And stand up and look around and sort of just, hold out his hands. Where the fuck is this person? What the hell happened?
Troyan has angrily gone over to one of the white vans, and despite her reduced strength, is just like swearing and trying to push it off the bridge into the water. She's just angry.
The van will not. You'd have to lift it over the barriers.
Yeah. Stupid fucking van.
Thanks.
She finds a dog, nuzzle her hip.
That's nice. Right.
You can communicate.
Yeah.
Like, you can say things and they'll understand you.
Hey.
Hi. Did anyone get away?
No.
Well, that's good at least.
I'd like to scan the open expanse of the bridge. Growl slightly.
Okay, why don't you roll me your wits awareness? You're in lupus, so I'll give you +2 dice. You don't have opposable thumbs, but you can sniff good.
Seems like a good trade.
Okay.
Dante's gonna sling a weapon over his shoulder. For now.
3 weapons.
3, yeah. Excited face for light.
I didn't bring enough non-rage dice.
No,
Whew, I'm really glad that I only had the 1 rage because there are 3 ones on my table.
you.
3 successes.
There's no one on top of the bridge other than the 3 of you that you can see.
I'm gonna go over to the edge and see if I can't peer over.
So you'd have to climb over the barrier that separates the cars from the walk. It's also tall enough that you can't just sort of look and see. You'd be able to see over the side, but you'd be able to look down, essentially. You wouldn't be able to see under the bridge. You'd have to manually get there.
Oh, God. What are the odds of climbing down one of the sort of struts or like
I mean, what do you mean, what are the odds? As in, what are the odds that you'd succeed?
Yeah, what are the odds of not falling to our death?
Your athletics at?
It's really good, actually.
Well, then it's probably not bad. I'll remind you that you and Troyan are both operating at a -2 penalty for all of your physical actions right now.
Right. Still good.
I will revert to Hamid. Not that I have amazing dex athletics, but I'm gonna try.
Yeah. Macris, do you know where this person is? This sent you the text?
Coast is clear.
All right.
Troyan tries to enter one of the vans and check them out as well.
Clonk.
2 successes on dex athletics to try to lean a bit further over the edge.
Leaning over the edge again, you'll have to climb down in order to see under the bridge. The bridge is very tall. It's several
Yeah.
stories.
Yeah, I guess I'm just curious what I can see from here before I commit to going under.
The St. Lawrence River.
Cool.
I will.
Down I go.
Oh, sorry. I will commit to racing over to where Macris has recently kind of re-Hamided and sort of use her for support to start scaling down one of the large metal struts. It's not the right word, but yeah, sort of support pillars to try to get under the bridge.
Okay, so you're getting under the bridge as well.
Gonna try to climb down. That's right. See
Okay.
if there's someone maybe
You're searching
hiding under there.
Yeah.
Okay. For the van search, that's going, and you're pretty pissed off at the moment.
Very.
So I'm going to say that this is a resolve investigation. You. Dexterity athletics from you. Macris, with 2 successes, you can easily climb down
Okay.
to at least poke your head over.
Yeah.
1 success for me.
1 success?
Yeah.
All right. There's a few spare radios in the vans, and you find a book that seems to contain numbers. They look like frequency numbers.
Ooh. I pocket the book.
Okay.
3 successes.
Okay. I'm going to ask also Macris and Dante if you could roll me your dexterity stealth, please.
This is a physical action.
Yeah. Actually, first it will be Macris, because you went over first. So if Macris fails, it may not matter for you.
1.
1 success? Excellent. Okay.
Actually,
Oh,
I have willpower. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna reroll.
Actually,
yeah.
2.
Yay!
Oh well.
2.
Better than 1.
Okay, let's roll to see if you are noticed. Okay, Macris, you are dangling from a there's still sort of like a ladder-esque support structure on the side close to like one of the struts that's holding the bridge up. So it's not like an incredibly difficult task for you to head over. But as you start heading down, maybe slow down a little bit to make sure that you're not making too much noise. And on the underneath, you see that there are 5 soldiers who are wearing protective gear. One of whom is actually dressed in what looks like almost like you know the Michelin Man, how big.
Yeah.
Think like this person is wearing something that is very large, very poofy, even up around their head, and they seem to be placing devices underneath the bridge where you are.
How far? Like, what are they climbing underneath? Are they down on the base of the bridge and by the water? Like, where are they?
They're underneath the bridge itself, not close to the water. So if they're trying to do anything, it involves just the immediate area of this section of the bridge.
Cool.
Yes, it's Aragorn and her device.
Yeah.
She is the poofy best person.
No.
Let me just check a thing. I want to see how far I am.
Flower of August with the references.
Mm-hmm. Terrifying, honestly.
The 4 soldiers are holding their cool, but they seem to be guarding this 5th.
I'm many more than 2 meters away, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why? What could you have done in 2 meters?
Stare down.
That's true. But you'd have to get there.
Yeah, exactly.
Not impossible?
Why don't you roll me your... We'll call this resolve awareness. That's the most that you're going to get out of these vans.
Okay. Well, she has no idea what's going on under the bridge. She takes out her phone and just kind of scowling texts Jennifer Slade with, "Had a terrible day. What are you doing later?"
Wow. Mike Don. You
Oh,
up?
anytime she loses the wolf, she hits up Jennifer. I see.
Actually, I mean, yeah, I suppose.
She has a pattern. Oh boy.
Bomb threat you up.
Bridge fight.
Bridge fight. So
WUD.
Incredible.
Okay.
Oh boy.
5?
Mm-hmm.
You hear one of the soldiers communicating with the poofy one, for what it's worth. Are we going to keep up the fiction that we don't know who this person is?
The poofy one?
Yeah, the bomb squad expert.
Right, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll just do that.
Oh, okay.
All right, fine. And you're sure that this one is contained on this section of the bridge? Then do it. Orders were at any cost.
What's going on down here?
So
Gangly ass.
Macros just beats the fuck up.
Yep.
Hanging.
I'm
Like,
gonna
what's
run to the washroom. Just
You know what? Why don't we just
Oh.
take a
Oh.
break?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll just take our break.
I mean, that's
here.
quite a. That's quite the introduction.
what's going on?
Yeah, I like to think there's like a.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll take a brief break here. If you aren't subscribed, you're going to see some ads. Unfortunately, if you are subscribed, or if you wait long enough, you'll be able to ask some questions while people scurry off and do what they need to do.
I will be scurrying as well, but I need to consider if I can hack the fabric of our reality.
Oh my god.
If I write a shadow passage into the Umbra, can I then reappear from the Umbra underneath the bridge?
How about inside somebody's
Inside, yes. Can I Ant-Man
Look at that
inside
blanket.
this guy's thing?
That wolf blanket.
It's so good. Not a cliffhanger. It's a bridge hanger. Thank you very much. That is so good. Ah. Very karmic that just happened to be found. Okay. Alright, Flower, that's fine. I can shave again.
Too much beard?
Too much beard to be Neo.
Your beard doesn't typically get much longer than what you've got now.
I
You
don't.
keep it trimmed pretty short.
Yeah, it gets quite messy. I didn't take a photo of it, and I probably should have, but the last time I shaved, I did leave just the stash, just to show Liz. To which, because I walked out and I was like, hey, if you ever wanted the 70s porn star experience, haha. And she was like, is it wrong that you're kind of working it? I was like, oh my. Sometimes, Erigwen, sometimes. This is pretty intense, John, I gotta say.
Well, I didn't expect, I will be very honest, I did not expect that your option of, oh, there's 24 of them, charge, was going to be your thing. But, hey, Krynos, very powerful, and you did kill people each round, so...
Yeah. I don't think that's going to be like the MO of this group all the time. You know, depending on who the enemy is, what's going on, and so on. But, like, I do think a lot of Garou get, you know, full of rage and they charge in. Like, I think it's a thing. It makes sense. It was important government business. Get BRB.
Ellie makes a very good point.
It's going to be complicated to explain.
It is a massive problem if the Champlain Bridge gets damaged. Like, not beyond most of what anybody could even explain at this point. That shuts down a significant way for people to get on and off the island. It would be a nightmare if that bridge suddenly became unavailable. Kung Fu Fenris, there's a few things that I do have to... I have been subtly house ruling here and there. I'm going to have to take a look at it again and just, you know, take a breath and figure out whether or not these house rules are serving or not. But so far I'm fine. The 3 rounds and out I think is useful, especially. I will say that the player characters have faced off against mooks, not significant threats at this time, but you know.
John,
Yes,
would you like your water bottle?
I have one, thank you.
Oh, great.
That was just people asking if I wanted a water bottle. And yet, I have one. Yeah. The specifics also is that right now they've been facing off against not equal targets. So like I think a group of mooks can be very dangerous, absolutely, but they haven't really faced off against like a Garou threat. So there is that to keep in mind. Flower of August asks, was the monologue about balancing combat a subtle nudge to choose a strategy that wasn't charge? I'm not going to comment on whether their strategy was effective or not at this time, just that it was unexpected.
I will say, there was a stealth roll, and the stealth roll did not go well. So, for me anyway, my choice was basically made for me. In a good way. But them brute ski outcomes force you into a different narrative direction sometimes.
The other side did all
They
die.
did.
Well, the situation isn't over, Kung Fu Fenris. The situation is still ongoing as I'm sure it's made clear. But yeah, I didn't feel the need to continue to play out to find out whether all the stragglers got handled.
Oh boy. Whew.
A seeker with the
The wisdom, yeah. I like this. But sometimes the dice do not benefit the narrative that you would like, which is why we use them, right?
Oh,
I don't know what
yeah,
we're gonna do here.
yeah, the city would be so fucked if there was this much damage done to one of our bridges.
One of the
I'd
major
say.
bridges south.
Like,
yeah.
we do have multiple bridges, but just the traffic would be unbearable.
It
It already is, so I can't even imagine.
It should be pointed out that the explosives that are being rigged up here, I'll make it clear when Kate has ears on. It should be pointed out that the bombs that Macris has seen set up, Kate's not there.
Hello.
They wouldn't be enough to like cause that section of the bridge to like fully collapse into the sea.
Okay.
It would definitely do a lot of damage, but I think that you would need a lot of explosives to bring down something that's been designed to basically stay up for 60 years.
Yeah.
Right?
In the face of weather.
But it's
capital
also
W weather.
Montreal infrastructure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, probably one of those like
Apparently-
you know those snap things that you just throw at the ground and they pop.
Yeah.
You throw that on the bridge and everyone's like, "Oh no!"
But
Chill the
apparently
F out.
all of-
Rough. Like, I just
so
salute you.
that's
That is heavy and epic at the same time.
That's nice.
Boy.
Apparently, all of Prince Edward Island is mad about us getting money for the Champlain Bridge because the Confederation Bridge is privately owned, so it's a whole thing.
I didn't know that.
So
Oh my god.
they all know every detail of our bridge because
Because
mad.
they're jealous.
Yeah.
Because they're jealous that a community
Well,
that
they have to
serves,
pay $50 each way.
yeah.
$50?
$50.
Oh yeah, I remember the bridge
so
toll.
Canadian dollars? Sorry,
Canadian dollars, and they don't have like a major hospital. So if you have a serious surgery, you're going to the continent.
What is this? God,
Yeah.
I didn't
Anyway.
know that. That is
Politics.
absolutely.
It sucks. I can
Yeah.
totally understand it though, because again, size of population of PEI is like 1/50th
Yeah.
area served by the Champlain Bridge.
The provincial hot goss.
I mean, this shit happens, right?
Boy.
Ah.
Whoa, okay, wow.
Computers is not pleased.
Oh my lord.
Krynos
Yeah.
does that to a keyboard sometimes. Gotta be careful. Oh shit.
There we go.
That's
I
a
was
lot.
just pumping Kung Fu Fenris up so he would be ready for part 2.
Nice.
Does everyone
Ready,
have
ready.
everything that they need?
Except a plan, but yes.
Great.
Except a sock. I've lost an actor sock and it's not good.
One sock?
That's okay. One sock. One polka dot sock.
Mother. Damn it. Unfortunate.
All right. Well, I mean, are we ready to keep going?
Can I just stay on top of the bridge and let y'all handle it? What do you think?
Great.
So
So Macros, I believe you were in the middle of announcing your presence, thus obviating the need for a stealth roll from Dante.
Oh, thank God.
For what it's
Yeah.
I would have failed that. So.
You want to reply? You want to repeat what you said? Put your stats out here so that people can see.
I don't remember. Something along the lines of what you doing?
What's going on here? Something like that.
Yeah, what's going on?
Uh,
What's happening?
Contact.
doing?
Contact. The 4 soldiers are going to wheel around and they will fire at you. You can pull your head up
Yeah.
if you want to, just so that you.
Yeah. I'm gonna.
Okay. Yeah. No problem. You feel a couple of 3-round bursts whiz underneath you.
I think, glancing back and forth, Dante will, I think, shout over to Troyan over here.
Who's leaning against one of the vans on her phone.
On her phone. Unfucking real. Troyan!
What?
And he motions her closer and points downwards. There's people under there.
Bloody hell. She goes over to him.
Macros, are you returning to the top, or are you staying on the outside of the structure?
Staying put for the moment being. Trying to figure out my options.
John, I have a question.
Did anyone text you back? Okay, cool.
Go ahead with your question.
My question is this. I don't know if this is possible because it might be essentially magic that I'm trying to perform. What I want to do is construct like a duct taped version of a small EMP. I want to see if I can knock out electronics, which would hopefully prevent a bomb from going off underneath the bridge.
With what equipment and time?
Well, literally no time. Equipment would be what I can scrounge. It feels like magic.
If you had certain gifts like jam tech,
That is exactly what I want right now.
that would have been handy. There's absolutely no way for you to build a working EMP.
Okay.
How much technology do you have?
3. Sorry.
That's
I
a
think I
lot.
had 4.
There's no way for you to build an EMP given what you've got here on the bridge.
That is
You'd also need way more energy than you have access to,
That's fair. Okay. Which you, yeah,
unless you had access to
power
jam tech.
gem tech.
Or
You can power stuff with rage as well.
Gremlins.
I think that's the thing. Yeah. Shit. Okay. This is the bridge we're looking at, yeah? Yay.
Yes, this is the Champlain Bridge.
Okay.
Can I drop a pin? So you are close to the Observatoire du Pont d'Eux.
Oh, excellent.
I'm trying to think of what to do. Sorry.
Okay. So
I mean, I've approached Dante.
Yeah,
We're
we
near
need
the
to
edge
either
of the
talk
bridge.
them off, so to speak. We need to call them off somehow.
you can talk me off. It's okay.
Or we need to throw them off, or we need to take them down, which might set off a bomb.
Macros, you see that there is a not a dinghy would be the wrong word, but like what looks to be like a small ship that is approaching on the underneath that seem to have more of these soldier types on the deck. It's very possible that what they're planning on doing is leaving by dropping down as opposed to returning to the top.
Oh God.
You have a list of
You really
radio
shouldn't be doing that. She calls, but not in line of sight.
Nice.
Remain where you are.
Why the fuck would I do that?
You hear 3 blips.
Lips?
Electronic blips. Blip, blip,
Okay.
blip.
Need to get under there.
Troyan does pass Dante the shit that she pulled from the van, so a spare radio and the list of frequencies.
Can I broadcast from a different frequency?
These are radios.
These are.
The radios, they do radio things.
Yeah,
You do know how to operate one.
that's very good.
You have enough technology.
Thank you, Technology 3.
I need to know if there's some sort of call sign that they're using. Not a call sign, like a code, so that I can try to impersonate their commanding officer on the radio and call this off. That's what I want to try to do.
That has nothing to do with technology.
No, I know,
It has
but
nothing
like
to do with military.
jargon.
Roll me intelligence leadership.
Nice. It's a decent pool.
Thanks, man.
You're smart.
Or am I?
Oh
No,
no.
it's fine. 3 successes. 3 successes.
3 successes. Considering that a significant part of their force has been compromised, there's no way that they would fall for you just being like, "Don't do it."
Yeah. Abort. They're very dangerous up there.
And you have no way of knowing what any of these code words would be. It's not worth trying.
That's fair. Okay.
Oh, boy.
Good instinct,
Gotta do something,
That's a
right?
good instinct.
but
Okay. If there is the target up here, right? Dante is gonna just sort of hiss out to the air. Hey, if you're still here, Macris is right. We're only safe for a few seconds. We gotta get the fuck out of here. And he's declaring that to the air, thinking that there
are
might
you
be
calling
someone
it out like loudly or just like hissing to the immediate area?
hissing to the immediate area.
Okay.
Might be someone out there. Who knows?
Surrender and we'll take you off the bridge with us.
No thanks. You know the rest of your team's dead, right? We've got sights on you.
You hear the click of carabiners closing.
Yeah, have fun dropping down. You know that there's more of us in the water, right?
And
Oh god. Okay,
they're
we gotta
gone.
go. Okay.
All five
You can
of
hear
them
like
have,
whoop. Okay.
have jumped off, starting to descend.
I'd like to go under and try to bodily rip their carabiners out of their anchor point
I mean,
and whip them. Rip and whip.
One for vengeance. Okay, Macris, you can duck down. Here's how it's gonna go. They are still armed.
Yep.
So this is going to be a dexterity athletics.
Oh, no.
You are going to be facing off against one of them because they can't all fire at you. Only one of them can.
I have willpower.
Oh dear.
Well, hey, look, that's that's something.
I'd like
Oh, well,
punch
2
this
successes.
monster.
I have to re-roll.
Okay.
Okay.
I did not roll the right dice.
It's all hunger dice. Hunger dice. Wait, what the?
How many successes did you say that you got?
2.
I got 2. Which means, Macris, you're going to be hit, but you are also going to be able to wrench the lines out. So,
Great.
Macris, you are going to take 2 superficial damage.
Welcome.
And that's all of you pulled up.
All right.
Now, all of you are taking physical actions at -2.
Mm-hmm.
Troy, and you take 1 more willpower damage, and you will also take your mental actions and
Yep.
physical actions at -2.
Yep.
They're not going to let
Holding
that
on by a
thing,
thread.
They're not going to let that thing blow while they're still in the immediate vicinity, even though they're not currently.
They're now no longer in the immediate vicinity. Now they are plummeting to the deck of this ship.
I wasn't able to.
Oh, you want to hold
well,
on?
I
to
guess I was gonna swing them out into the water, but it's actually better if they hit the deck.
Pull a ray
Just-
and pancake them. For
Yeah,
splat.
no, I'll just let gravity do the work.
Yeah. Work smarter, not harder. Very good.
Fair.
The thing is that there's 5 of them on these lines, and even you're in Hamid, so you don't have the strength to like whip them, but they will just fall on the deck.
That's perfect.
Okay.
I know there's barely any time, but like. I think Dante has enough time to join Macris under the bridge and at least see what the situation of this explosive is.
At this point now,
Yeah.
unless they have access to snipers, they can't reach you.
Okay.
From the deck of the ship, it's too high
Yeah, that's fair.
to fire up.
Plus, a bunch of them are,
Well,
Well, yeah. Sorry, yes, those
there are
guys.
still soldiers that are on the deck. I don't think that all 5 of them would sink the ship by falling onto it. It's not like that vulnerable.
No, that's fair.
No, it's gonna the boat's probably gonna be a rocket,
Whoa.
but
I want to
I'm
take a
looking
look
for
at the
the bomb.
device that he's installed, so I'm gonna have to clamber.
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 Thank you. Every fucking time. Under the bridge. I just forget which one's which now. I have to clamber under the bridge to get to the device and see if I can disarm it. I don't know how much time I have, but
okay, because
Try.
my action would be to find it and rip it off and eat it into the water, right?
yeah. I
Possibly.
mean, I like that.
It's just a question of time and distance and stuff. Because I don't want us to both blow up because I'm like sitting there being like, it's over here, Dante. Climb on down.
You mind touching
Try
it
to
for me,
cut the
Dante?
wires.
That's fair.
Boom.
Don't cut the... Yeah. Keep talking and nobody explodes, right? Okay, well... I still think Dante would be on the move, but I like this action,
Yeah.
Kate. I think this is cool. I hope it doesn't blow up
I don't
in
care
your
about
face.
cool. I just care about not exploding.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
before-
Right, sure, yeah.
Oh well, I should let Dante defuse the bomb.
No, fuck it. We gotta do something. I feel you.
So what's happening?
I'm trying to locate the thing.
Okay, well you don't have to try. You know where they are. You saw them being activated.
There's multiple. There are multiples. Can
Yes,
you
there's
describe
multiples.
what has been found?
Okay, so you can see that there are 5 charges that have been laid along the length of the bridge. And the bridge is relatively wide. Think like the equivalent of 8 lanes of traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe even 10.
So, a bunch.
I want to assist Macris in her action, in her plan, which is to rip these charges off the bridge and throw them down.
First,
I
I'm
guess
gonna-
I thought there was only one, so that's not necessarily the plan anymore. 'cause
Okay,
there's
yeah,
too
'cause
much
there's
to
a bunch
do.
of them, right?
So, go, John.
That's okay. You just answered what I was about to
Okay.
say.
Yeah, sorry. I was operating under the assumption that there was one thing.
Right. Okay, so now we can't stop it, so we just gotta get out of here. There might be a central...
Cut off the head of the snake.
I mean,
You
I
have
guess it's a
techno-
question of
So, Scott,
Yes.
Dante has technology.
Yeah.
So you can at least take a moment to see whether it's possible to stop these from exploding.
That would be great, because it's one signal would communicate with
Right.
all of them.
Uh,
Question. Yeah.
I have 1 die here.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna pull it from my.
Maybe they're like a string of Christmas lights, where if one burns out, the rest of them do.
It feels like a poor
I mean,
choice for...
'Tis the
explosives, but
season.
Not wrong. That's right, Aragwen. RPGClinic dice bag.
Got John doing casual product placement.
Good old fashioned spin down die. I am going to set it to the number of equivalent rounds that you have before this is going to explode. Every time you take an action, I will take it down. Set.
Okay.
Check.
Number is 1.
Roll your wits technology.
Is this... This is not a physical action.
No, it's not a physical action.
It's actually not that bad, but here we go.
Yeah, now's the time to roll well.
4 successes.
4 successes?
4 successes, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
There are 2 ways in which these things can potentially be detonated, typically. Usually it's either a remote detonator or it's a timer that has been put in. There is no remote detonator here. That's good for you because
Yeah.
otherwise they just blow you the fuck up right now. However, in order to potentially diffuse the timed detonator, it would take a certain amount of time because you can't just rip the thing out of the explosive.
Mhm.
It'll just detonate it immediately at that point. So you can try, but how long it'll take? That's a question. It would take you, assuming that nothing else changed, it would take you between 5 and 10 rounds to diffuse.
Uh-huh. And that's a D20 set.
one
to
or
something.
all of them.
All of them.
Okay.
You could try to diffuse just one,
Mhm.
but that might take less time.
Right.
The idea is that if you can diffuse it properly, it will shut all of them down.
Okay.
Between 5 and 10
So
rounds,
they're in
assuming nothing
sequence.
else changes.
Dante's gonna look to Macris and nod, and then he's gonna point and start moving closer to the device.
You hear a groan.
I look around.
Yeah.
Underneath, this is still underneath the structure, close to where you are. You see any percent.
Oh shit.
who is finally moved and therefore he is not okay. He looks like he's taken way too much punishment recently. His clothes are shreds. And you can see that he's been bleeding a lot. He's lost a lot of blood, but he is alive.
Cool. I'm gonna bar my way over to him.
Okay.
Monkey bar.
Because I don't know how to detonate non-detonate bombs.
Macros, as soon as he's clear, I'll get out as well.
I can help.
Ooh.
Macros, you get...
Troyan.
Nope. Why do... Because I keep looking here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Troyan,
Yeah.
you get a text message.
You
It-
up?
It reads, I'm not your babysitter.
Excuse me?
She writes back, I don't want one.
Okay.
And then decides to actually like make herself useful and is doing an extra sweep of the bridge to make sure there are no civilians remaining.
Interesting. No, there are no civilians. They've all been cleared.
Cool. That's good.
You know what? Why don't you roll me a die of luck?
Are you sure? Are you sure?
That's you're the one who asked the question.
If there is, you could be like a hero or whatever, right?
10. You're my special knight.
It would be so tempting to have like in one of the cars. There's just like a baby in a car seat.
Oh, shit.
Behind.
Yeah.
And Troyan's forced to adopt it, and like that's the rest of the.
Call you Troyan Jr.
No. However, as you're scanning around to look for things, you do notice that one of the vans has a false bottom.
Whoa.
So like when you step up into it, it's too high.
She'd like to try to get into it.
Oh, interesting. All right. Macros? You've swung over
He says he can
successfully
help.
to any percent.
Yeah. Great. I don't know what to do to help him help, so.
You-
What's up?
What's up? You're
I'm just sorry.
Yeah.
you're going to need to be my hands. And he lifts his arms.
Oh no.
And his hands are gone.
Shit, any percent?
Like
Literally
removed
gone?
or like maimed?
Like maimed.
Okay, cool.
He may be able to heal them later on, but at the moment.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but I'm thinking of the scene in Tropic Thunder.
Yeah, this is just terrible because I'm at -2 and I only have 2 decks, so like I honestly feel like I'm just gonna blow up a bomb right now. But sure, tell me what to do.
I'm here.
Is what she says. Tell me what to do.
Dante is gonna close the distance as well, and just like he's also gonna assist with.
Just lift me up. So you're now holding any percent who is you still have plenty of strength. You might be
Yeah.
hurt, but like you're a
Yeah.
strong person. And you managed to hold him up. He just needs to be put closer to where these things have been affixed. Are you going to attempt to defuse?
I am. With his help and with Macros's help, we can do it. We can try. I mean, we can.
Roll me your wits technology. You need a total of 15 successes
Okay.
to defuse this.
I do have, one extra mental.
I like the idea of me using Sight from Beyond as a gift to be like, how do I, you know what I mean? Just like in the Matrix where he's like, and he learns how to defuse a bomb.
Maybe you could.
Maybe I could, but I do know Sight from Beyond comes with I'm gonna start this process though.
Go ahead.
It's it comes with its own troubles. Can you imagine? It was all
At least
10s.
1 10. 2 10s.
But still, well, this is getting difficult. Whoa! Witness me, please.
Oh,
Witness me.
Witness.
oh my god, that is a...
John, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 10s and an 8. So 4, 8, 9 successes. If my math is right, which I think it is.
Interesting.
Yes.
Iconic. Legend.
I'm gonna tick that.
Not 15.
I'm gonna tick that down 1. That's 6 successes remaining.
Shaky hands.
Any percent is quite literally bracing himself with like his maimed hands against one of the things, and he has reached out and he is gnawing at one of the wires, trying to pull it out. With you holding him up because he can't hang off anything to do it, which is going to help. This is the 15 that I told you originally. It's going to be 30.
Ah!
So he is assisting.
Yeah, hi.
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 You're trying to get into the van?
Yeah.
Okay. That's going to be a
Insane.
strength larceny to
Oh,
unlock the false bottom.
fuck me, that's just 2 dice.
Better than no dice. Sorry.
At least I can't get a brutal
That's the Scott
outcome.
Humphrey motto on RPG Clinic.
wait.
Better than no dice. Always.
That's true.
You always have one on where.
That's true, too.
No successes.
Okay. As you start trying to like get out, you hear something from the underneath.
Oh
Oh, fuck.
Dante?
Sorry, I could not make that out. What was being heard?
Help?
Can you describe it?
no! Someone's calling for
Just
help
somebody
under the...
saying help.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
I'm giving a very like decided kind of grateful look to any percent. We can do this. We're gonna be okay.
Uh-huh.
Keep working, asshole. I'm gonna keep
Roll
working
again.
on this.
You hear some light pounding from underneath.
Is there like a lock that is visible or something? Like she's... yeah, like what is...
So yeah, there's a hatch on the underneath of
hatch.
the thing, and it is locked.
Okay.
So at the moment, trying to rip it open has not.
Is it a combination lock or a padlock?
It's a key. So
She runs to one of the dead soldiers that's closest to the van and searches their pockets.
interesting. Okay.
It's gonna have a key.
Okay. You find in your inventory 3 keys.
She runs back to the van.
One of
and
them
just
looks like
gonna
the
start
guy's house
trying them.
key.
She'll pocket that.
He's not home.
You never know.
Not going out tonight. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Successes, Scott.
5.
So you have 1 remaining.
But how many rounds do we have is the question.
I know.
Yeah, I know you know.
Macros, any percent has like finally managed to chew through the correct wire and pull it out. It seems like very delicate work. His like face is streaming with perspiration, mixing in with the blood at this point, and it's kind of falling down onto your shoulders and head.
Yeah.
And then he nudges his head over to move over just one little bit. Dante, you have another roll.
It is time, then it is time.
Oh my god. She starts trying the keys.
Okay. One of them is definitely a house key and will not fit.
Okay, pocket that one.
One of them does. And when you open it up, there's a 17-year-old boy who is lying on the underneath. It looks like this is sort of the thing that you would store like equipment, like rope and
Yeah.
stuff, but they've stuffed him in there. It's barely big enough for him. but it's a 17-year-old boy. His clothing looks about as shredded as any percent's. Not that you saw any percent, but like shredded up. And there's blood that's pooled in kind of a sticky mess on the underneath. His eyes are wide. He looks frightened.
She reaches out a hand to him. I'm not gonna hurt you. Come on.
Charisma, leadership. And you don't have a penalty on this roll. Not yet. Dante?
2 successes. I would normally reroll for more, but I will not be spending that last point of willpower unless I really have to.
Well, you theoretically only need the one.
That's right, in theory.
I'm going to show what the die was at. Not that it's going to be all that.
No.
Is that a 2?
It's an 8.
Looks like
An 8. Okay.
It's an 8. I mean, like, I wasn't...
Okay. I mean, well, still.
Well, if you didn't get the help.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's very
If you
We
didn't roll 9
9
successes.
2 successes for me.
He nods and then he reaches his hands up for help to get pulled out. Like the hatch is again not designed for somebody to actually go down there.
She pulls him out as gently as she can, given the blood.
The boat that's underneath has sped away. The explosives, you hear a bloop, bloop, and you're probably safe.
But let's not stick around to find out. Can Dante
Hold on.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, sort of tries to, like, get any percent to cling on to her and so that she can use her hands and legs.
Okay.
Like, koala style.
Yeah, if I can
kinda hot.
assist this at all, being
You get yourself safe.
got it. All right, brain, get yourself safe. Yeah, I'll follow Macros certainly up back on top of the bridge.
Okay. You're now up on top of the bridge. That's when you start hearing the sounds of helicopter rotor blades.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Can you change?
We gotta go.
Sorry, Kate, what was that?
Can you change? But then I feel like she'd ask that to any person and then turn to Troy and then tilt her head at this newcomer, the stranger.
Troyan doesn't know what to say to this kid to not break the litany. So she just looks at him and then looks at Macros and kind of goes, he was in one of the vans.
Stop. Huge spotlights illuminate the whole bridge, casting no shadows as you are illuminated from 3 separate helicopters that are hovering above. Small little red dots, which normally, I know, you can't see. I don't care. They're cool.
They're cool.
Yeah.
Small red dots start swarming the area on top of the bridge. The kid looks up and buries his head in Troyan's shoulder.
It's gonna be all right. You're gonna get out of here. Are these helicopters official police choppers, or are they?
Looking up at them, it's very you can't
It's hard
actually
to tell.
see. At the moment, it's blinding from the spotlights.
How about if we look to the end of the bridge where we came from?
Mm-hmm.
Is there still that police barricade?
It's too far to see.
Okay.
Who feels like rolling me wits awareness right now?
Yeah. Macros.
Kate raised her hand.
Nice.
Yeah.
Go, Kate, go.
3 successes.
You hear the sound.
Oh my god.
Let me just see. So you definitely hear the sound of choppers, right? Of helicopters. The unmistakable sound.
Sorry, you're breaking up.
The unmistakable sound. Can you hear me
Yeah.
still? The unmistakable sound of a 649cc engine as a Kawasaki Ninja bike
Woo!
is racing along the pedestrian end of the bridge.
Unreal.
Legend.
It is approaching you.
I'm gonna switch to Lupus. Sorry, freaked out kid. I want to be able to move fast.
Yeah. Fair.
The kid can't see. The kid is currently sees a whole lot of shoulder.
Sweet.
Yeah. Great.
And I'm
Stop.
gonna dash off.
Do not move. Lie down.
Dog goes running.
Macros is starting to move.
I'm gonna say, yeah, back towards where we came.
So away from the bike.
Yes. I don't think 1, 2, 3, 4 people can fit on the bike, in addition to myself.
Yeah, we're gonna need another vehicle. I realize that there's a lot of weaponry, probably, in these choppers. If I can get in a van, can I get one started?
You can try.
I can try, and I'm gonna... So, I'm gonna help... Or, well, I'm gonna reach out to any percent. Race to one of the vans. Basically dive into the driver's seat. Underneath and try to, I imagine, hotwire it. Unless there's keys.
You start hearing, not hearing, the red dots.
Yeah.
Now that the helicopters are settling in their position, are starting to, like, the groupings are starting to close in
This is gonna hurt.
and getting close.
Can I help you with the van? Can I assist?
Do you have any bardic inspiration for me?
Well, I have a dot of larceny.
Some of those lights, by the way, are headed towards Macros, or trying to head away. But Macros is, I assume that you're running as quickly as you can.
Yeah. Again, it's split the focus.
Yeah. So roll me your manipulation athletics, please.
Yeah, I seem to have got huge lag with you folks, so I'm sorry if things get super gappy now.
No worries.
Let me check our. We haven't dropped any frames.
Athletics counts as physical?
Yes, it does.
Cool. Two successes.
That's still pretty good.
Yeah,
I
agree.
And I'm going to ask all of you. Well, not Macros. Macros already rolled. I'm going to ask Troy and Dante. I'm going to ask you to roll your dexterity athletics as things open fire.
Right.
Remember that you are
We're
at
at a
-2.
Yep.
Hey, that's impressive.
Good pull.
1 success.
1 success.
2 successes.
2 successes. 1 success is enough.
Oh, good.
At least for this volley, as the choppers are still starting to lower themselves.
Fucking hell.
Pavement erupts around you again, but that's when the bike bursts onto the scene. There is one helmeted, leathered up person who is driving, driving the bike itself. But there's another one who is hanging onto the back, crouched on the seat, hands on the shoulders of the driver. And you recognize, Dante, the EL wiring in the hair. An apotheosis jumps off the bike, and you can feel spiritual energy starting to coalesce around her as she raises her hands up to the sky.
Oh.
Oh my god.
The kid is clinging to you, Troyan, and is definitely freaked out.
So she continues muttering things like, "It's okay, we're gonna get out of here. It's all right. Just keep your wits about you." And while trying to help Dante with the van.
Well, if you can get any percent into the van, that would be
Great. So she has one arm around the kid, and she like loops
Yeah, there's
another
another
arm
right?
around any percent and just tries to like hurry them into the van.
Okay, the van starts to run, and you see the person on the bike jumps off it and starts going, waving hands back and forth.
okay.
So Troyan stops.
Because you would recognize what's about to happen.
Okay. Oh! I think I would, actually.
This is Jam Tech.
Okay. We're on the move. Can't jam my legs.
On foot.
Oh,
No.
that didn't work.
Damn it! Oh no!
And then you hear a shout, "I have to be closer!"
Nice.
The helicopters are readying for another pass. Oh. Kate's readying another pass. Let's see if we can get Kate back.
Monitoring messages.
Thank you. Yeah, J Seeker, who's oh hi.
There we go.
Hey.
Hello.
I'm going to see if I can fix this for you, Kate. Just give me 2 seconds. Just 1 second here. That's fine. That's fine. This is fine. Okay, we're just going to mute the music for a second here.
Yeah.
Because I think
Yeah.
this might help.
You opened something, and it just completely desynced everything on my end.
Oh.
How's this now?
I can hear you, but you're still way out of sync. Could you please close the map on the overlay?
Yep.
Okay. At least we can. This is good. Audible is good.
Sorry, I know this was like a super cool moment. I just couldn't hear.
Okay. I'm going to just stop and start our screen sharing again for you, okay?
That's what I was trying to do.
Ah.
Okay, here. There we go. How's that?
You're still desynced, but I'll just close my eyes. So go back to whatever you guys were talking about, and I just won't watch the
Oh
desync.
yeah, I can see how that would be difficult for sure.
It would definitely
Yeah.
be not easy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to close.
Sorry, you were in the middle of doing something super cool. A second person was on the bicycle, motorcycle.
Okay. So, the second person on the motorcycle attempted to use a gift. The gift did not function, and then shouted, "I need to be closer." And the helicopters are moving further down.
You can bring the music back.
So you're piling into the van?
Yeah.
Still?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna peel towards the figure that is Apotheosis.
Oh, so she can leap off the van?
Is the hope.
The van will stop functioning if she disables the helicopters.
And then we'll pile on out. Actually, I guess you shouldn't be in the van in that case, because it's not gonna function at a certain point. Hopefully.
I mean, she's sticking with the people that, to her knowledge, can't transform,
That's
can't shift.
fair. Because they're in danger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's not gonna leave him.
I want to peel towards her to give her like a springboard, basically. I know it's a van. She can jump on the hood, off the top, get closer.
Do a magical girl flip.
Oh shit.
Hiya.
It's pretty fucking sweet, is what it is.
Okay. She gets on top of the van. Just clambers on top of it. You are?
So I'm in the van
Yes.
with everyone, and I'm going to encourage Dante that as soon as she jumps, to drive as far to the other end of the bridge as possible.
The van could coast.
That's true.
You just won't necessarily be able to steer.
Guess we'll find out if my 0 drive is good enough for...
An interesting choice for who chose to get into the van.
Well, she can throw Dante out of the driver's seat and
That's
take over.
You can.
Although I'm still at a -2 for my strength anyway, so.
Sure, so am I.
Oh, yeah. There.
Macros, you have, in your kind of attempts to sort of move away as quickly as you can, could I have you roll your Dex Athletics one more time, please? Or speed.
Yeah, I'm definitely buying Dex next time I have enough XP. That's one success.
Okay. So for you,
Yeah.
this is going to be Dexterity Drive.
Okay.
Do you have any dice?
1.
Roll that one die. The kid is not small, I should point out. It's not like a baby that you're holding.
Yeah.
You are still strong enough to hold on. The kid seems small for his age, but he's just shaking his head.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay. Oh, man. I need to re-roll this.
Okay.
I'm gonna take my last
Oh,
point
boy.
of willpower damage to re-roll.
Okay.
Oh, no.
You gotta try, don't you? Not a success.
No luck.
No luck.
Okay. That's fine. You are going to get close enough that I can still try this reroll. But it will make things a lot more difficult if there's a success here.
Yeah.
But we want a success. Oh, God.
We do, because
so
then
torn.
choppers
I'm
coming out of
shaking.
the sky and stuff. That's pretty sweet, but like,
Well, the choppers, it's so technically in Jamtech,
yes.
it's computers freeze, cars won't start, cameras show only static, the effect is temporary, and the equipment resumes operation once the duration expires. It wreaks havoc. So it's not that necessarily it's going to drop out of the sky,
Okay.
but it will make them not easy to control. It'll make it so that potentially they'll have to like break off because they won't be able to return. There's a few things that could potentially occur as a result of this. So that's
Okay.
if it succeeds.
You're right.
And we'll see about that. In the meantime, in the van,
Yeah.
any percent has kind of fallen in next to you, and is breathing, and he's going to attempt to shift, which he does, and then he is going to attempt to regenerate
Okay.
once, twice. So he'll heal a bit before he also loses the wolf and then shifts back.
Boy.
to Ahmed. Now he couldn't have kept the wolf up,
So to speak.
or sorry, he couldn't have kept his blissful ignorance up
Right.
if he lost the wolf, which is why he was not regenerating.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Smart. What is the kid's reaction to any percent shifting?
He isn't whether or not he notices it,
Okay.
he doesn't seem to have any initial reaction to it, other than just the same amount of panic that he was feeling earlier.
Okay.
Yeah.
You feel the wheel in the van all of a sudden locks into place, and you are just coasting. Now, which direction are you headed in? Are you headed in the direction towards like where Macris went, or headed off island?
Macris.
Oh, interesting. Okay,
Macris, which is
because Macris was trying to split the party.
That is
that's
where
right. We
my
left
car
we
went,
left a
yeah.
car down there as well, and I feel like
Yeah, sorry, what's been going on?
Oh, hi, yeah.
Because I also might have changed directions or something. I was trying to fix the internet, but it's not. Like, I think I tried to send you a message, and it only sent when I sat back down. So I don't
did.
know what's happening with the internet here.
Okay.
Can you just resume what's been happening so that we
So
don't...
but from when you got up, I was just
Yeah.
saying specifically, any percent shifts, regenerates, and then loses the wolf, which also explains why
Okay.
he didn't regenerate earlier, because then he couldn't maintain his gift to stay invisible.
Right.
So that the kid who's clinging to Troyan at the moment is either not freaking out about the shift or doesn't notice it. He still seems to be in a general state of panic. And our good friend Dante failed his drive roll, even though there was an expenditure of
willpower for it.
willpower
What's he
for it.
driving?
One of the vans.
We've shoved everybody into the van. There's Troyan, the kid, and any percent
Okay.
and Dante.
You went the same direction I went in. That's where
Well-
all the vans were.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And now that we're in the van, Apotheosis's gift went off, the jam tech. So that's kind of caused chaos with the helicopter, but it's also meant that the van can't start. So we're kind of coasting, and we just established that we're coasting in the direction of where Macris went.
Okay.
So
So
that's
there's
where
a jam
we're at.
tech active, so the vehicles aren't working. Everyone except for Apotheosis is in the van?
To the Moon
Or
is
is
not
To
in
the
the
Moon
van.
also? Okay.
To the Moon was on the bike. The bike is now coasting, but To the Moon's a better driver.
Yeah, I know well.
Well, also the thing is that
Sure.
the bike is coasting, and a bike is a little easier to control than a van,
Yeah. It's gonna hurt.
because it'll just free roll
Right.
down,
Yeah.
and as long as they maintain speed, that'll be enough. Apotheosis is on the top of the van and clinging to it.
I'm gonna get someone killed.
Oh my god.
Maybe.
I already have.
Macris, you are the first. You've been running for a little while, and you are also a wolf dog. You're approaching the edge, and you see that there's still the police barriers that are lit up around here, and there are cops. But oddly enough, you're hearing they're saying like, "Okay, nothing to see. They're all gone. Start moving everybody out." But the traffic here is a nightmare, and it is going to take at least an hour to unsnarl it.
Of course.
But that means that the cops are all distracted at this point. Do you have a specific thing of what you're trying to do?
So the van is non-operational because jam technology includes cars. Does that mean that the helicopters have been...
The helicopters are now starting to bank away from the bridge. They can't be controlled easily. They're not plummeting into the ocean. Well, also the ocean's pretty far.
I was gonna say.
But
River.
the thing is, Jamtech messes up technology. It doesn't necessarily destroy it. So
Right.
the helicopters are moving away in an attempt to make sure that they don't collide with each other while they're trying to reestablish their control, which will be
Okay.
gone for the scene.
Yeah, I'm just gonna rejoin the party, and if I can't hear you guys, then just assume that Macris cooperates.
Okay.
So for the two of you in the van, the van is not going to make it all the way to the end. You are going to eventually curve and then just scrape up against that concrete barrier on the side, producing that squeal of metal, which I absolutely hate.
Yeah.
Does anybody like that sound?
No.
Like, is that a sound that anybody
Sound
Yeah.
off in the
Chat
chat if
who
you
does.
love that sound.
Sound off if you are a weirdo freak.
Oh my god.
damn.
I don't.
So you are now about a quarter of the way into the bridge, so it's not that far to get to the end. But Macros has gone scouted and has come back, and so Macros knows about the traffic situation, about how cops seemingly are being pulled away. They're still keeping the bridge blocked off, but they're now no longer like, they're like, okay, well, I guess we're just going to clear everything out. There is no longer an active situation on the bridge. Of course, there's a lot of cleanup that has to be done on the bridge.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, a lot of
Power wash simulator.
Whoopsies.
There's actually a game called Viscera Cleanup Detail.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's pretty nasty.
you'd probably need to call them.
Yeah, I think you do. Is it from what I remember, the only way really off the bridge then, because we're not gonna kind of just like hop over the side into some grass, you know, the only way off is to pass through the by the barrier, but there are distracted cops, so we might be able to make it by all of us on foot.
If you're sneaking.
Yeah.
Sneaking is one way that you could do it. Might I recommend that you might want a distraction to help you in your sneaking, considering that all three of you are currently experiencing physical penalties at this time.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Kate.
Chase me back. You found me. I'm getting back in the car, friends. Woof woof. And Doggo runs back towards I'm trying to spot wherever Troyan ditched the car. And gonna run back there.
As our doggy distraction. Doggone distraction.
Are you keeping the kid with you, or are you passing the kid off?
I mean, there's no room for him on the... Oh, do you mean to, like, the cops?
Well, because
to
here's the
Apotheosis.
thing. You can chase after the dog who is providing you with a convenient alibi, but you didn't have a kid with you before. The
Yeah.
cops may not remember that.
I mean, she's not going to just abandon him. So if she leaves him, it would be in the charge of, like...
To the Moon and Apotheosis are still present.
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay. Let me figure this out here. So, any percent has shifted? Or no, he's
Back
lost
to
the
Hamid.
wolf,
He
so
lost
he's
the wolf,
back.
so
He's
he's
back
to
in Hamid. But he could still shift to Lupus. All of us here could shift
Could.
to Lupus if need be.
But you would look like wolves. Macros specifically does not look like a wolf.
Yeah.
Macros looks like a big dog.
It's just we didn't have any percent with us either.
That's fair.
So I'm kind of wondering,
If the cops remember you.
yeah.
We found survivors or like found innocent bystanders or something.
Mm-hmm.
But then would they let us leave with them?
I like Weirdness's thing. Just find the grass that
Yeah.
like, clearly grows on bridges and just
you
get
can
it
That's
down.
dump
it.
it
Where's
too.
our bridge cover?
Yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn the shit.
Yes.
What's Dante thinking?
To the Moon can take the kid and any percent.
And any percent? If
Hopefully.
To the Moon can take both of them, then that I'm good with that.
Dante scans over to the Moon.
To the Moon's helmet visor is still down, so at the moment you see your own reflection.
Whoa.
It is
Pretty
not
fucked
pretty.
up. Yeah. Hey, we're all pretty fucked up. I don't know who this kid is, but they had him. Any percent's not in good shape either.
You got me a gift. I didn't think you cared. Any percent reaches down and lifts Any percent by the scruff of his shirt.
We need them both at the bar. Unharmed.
The bar.
Yes.
Apotheosis turns the bar. Go. To the Moon tilts their helmet, shrugs. And Apotheosis goes up to the kid. You're also passing off?
Yeah, but she does look to him at first and just say, like, "You're going somewhere safe. I'll see you there. I promise."
My name is Joy. I'll take you someplace safe. Come on. And Apotheosis reaches out her hand. Incidentally, you've never heard her referred to as Joy.
Joy before, yeah.
The kid reaches out and then looks back at Troyan for a second as if like there's a moment of like, tell me that this is okay.
She nods. It's gonna be all right.
They leave just as a cop goes in very loud French, "Hey, there's that dog."
There's that dog out
Woof
there.
woof.
And you two are now
Yeah.
chasing after?
Oh, Mac, thank
My
God.
dog!
Come on. Oh,
Had me
I
scared
stop,
to death.
like, if I can find the car, I'm gonna stop by it and just sit and look at you. Like, why aren't you here with me?
I'm going to
I'm a dumb
suggest,
dog.
just for what it's worth,
Yeah.
that the two of you have put on some of like something else over the clothing that is completely redded.
burned, destroyed,
Now-
fucked up, yeah.
The thing is, in Krenos, when actually no, you were mostly injured while you were in Krenos, and Glabros. So we're gonna rule that your clothing is tattered, but not necessarily like disreputable.
That's nice. Not disreputable. That's very good.
J Seeker 17 in Quebec. That's fine.
It's pretty much okay. Yeah.
That's okay. Our drinking age is 18, so you know if
He
no one
won't be
carts
allowed
him-
on the bar floor during opening hours.
But I think it's fair to say that Troyan and Dante are like getting away from the cops towards Mac the dog, like as quickly as possible. Like no chit chat, just like oh thank God, you know, like we're yeah okay. What a mess.
You weren't supposed to go onto the bridge. I could have you arrested for this.
We're leaving. I think you got bigger problems.
You seriously sassing back to the cop?
No, try not to sass. I just think you have bigger problems. It feels sassy, doesn't it?
I'm just gonna. You know what? You're
You're fucked
impaired.
up. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see if the cop's gonna give you a hard time.
Hey, look, if he wants to arrest me, like somewhere I
telling
can
a
recuperate.
typically telling a police officer what they should do is not really a good idea.
No, but typically getting shot at.
You are fucking lucky, sir.
Yeah.
I have 3 1s and a 2.
Woo! He is pretty distracted.
Get out of here. And your car has been shoved off to the side. It would appear that they like physically just pushed your car out of the way.
I mean, does it seem like we'll be able to get out in the car?
I mean, like you're going to be stuck in traffic for a little bit, but yeah, you should be able to. I mean, Macros can stick her head out of the window.
Yay!
All right. So get back in the car because Troyan's not willing to abandon her car.
Okay.
So she'll get in the car, and we'll find the swiftest way back to the bar.
It will take you 90 minutes
Jeez,
to get back to
Jeez.
Bar Balthazar.
Yarp.
But as long as we keep our heads down and don't say anything else stupid, I
To the
think.
cops, yeah.
Is there anything you want to tell each other while you're on your way back?
I think we owe a couple of people a couple of drinks. That's for sure. not telling you what to do with your bar, obviously.
I know you wouldn't,
Do you think the kid's one of us?
I don't know. We have to be careful what we say around him. He's scared.
If they had him, then there's something about him that's special.
He was locked under the van. In a hatch.
Right.
I
Thought he was dangerous.
In a cave with a box of scraps.
Scraps!
The bar is closing up by the time you get back. Shonk is poking his head out the door. Friends of yours?
Yes. I can take it from here, Shonk. Thank you.
And this has happened often enough that Shonk's like, that's the sign for me to say I'm off the clock.
That's why he's still an employee here. Thanks, Shonk.
However, he still has that slight flush as he sees you, and there's this moment of like, okay, okay,
Oh, God.
bye.
That's true.
And then he leaves because, as you recall, there were conversations about
Oh, boy.
Troyan.
About Troyan. Yeah, that's right.
Troyan. Trunk.
Trunk. That's right, yeah.
And you have successfully returned to the bar.
Once inside, once everyone's inside, she's going to securely lock the door behind them.
To the Moon has thrown any percent into one of the booths.
Nice.
And they're standing there with their boot just lodged onto the bench of the booth and looking down, still with their helmet on. This is now clearly a power move as opposed to a necessity.
Of course. Troyan will immediately try to find the kid and sit him down in a chair.
The kid is currently ejecting most of the stuff in his stomach into your bathroom.
Yeah.
And then
Give him a sec.
afterwards comes out and just like...
She gets him a glass of water and tries to sit him down. Hey. My name is Troyan. What's yours?
He opens his mouth and then there's just this sudden realization as to either what's going on or what has just gone on. And he takes the glass of water and he looks at it as if it might be poison.
It's water. You can watch me, I'll pour another glass.
Guess you're not going to poison your own pipes, are you?
No.
Okay. And he takes the glass and just drains it. Coming up with that sort of like bitter taste in his mouth and And in the meantime, To the Moon is looking over at the rest of you, seeing if you're occupied. So, Macros, what are you doing currently?
Making sure everyone's got hydration and digging for some snacks.
There are the best peanuts at Bar
Sweet.
Balthazar. I have decided this on a whim. For some reason, you found like just
There's a nut vendor at Atwater Market, and I feel like Troyan gets her nuts from Atwater Market from the nut vendor. So they're like
if only I
premium
had the
nuts.
nut button.
Nut.
Premium nut.
Premium.
So Macros is walking up to the guest being like, nut.
That's really good.
And that's when
No.
once. Oh, sorry.
No. I more of just like,
No,
no,
we're
please,
we're
God,
cringing.
don't hurt me again.
What are you doing?
I am heading over towards To the Moon.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right. Back off, short stack. And then their boot just comes up off the bench and then drives right towards any percent's neck and holds it there.
Okay. All right. I feel you. I get it. Just here to thank you. You didn't have to come.
Babies might need to go downstairs.
Here's one thing you will never, ever, ever do, and that is suggest that I take any action in my own bar.
Let's go.
You hear
So
an
tough.
apotheosis
Oh.
looks and says, feet on the ground. Take your boots off, it's polite. We're guests. And To the Moon finally takes their helmet off. There's like that sheen of sweat that you get when you're just in a helmet for a little too long.
Sure.
And looks back and forth between Macris and Troyan and Dante.
Yeah, Macris at that action would have stood to her full height.
I didn't realize you were asking me to help this one. Why did we risk so much for a puke like this?
Macris tilts her head towards the teenager.
Troyan turns her back on To the Moon and crouches down in front of him. Look, I completely understand if the answer is no. But there is a place downstairs that you can rest, and when you're ready, we can talk about what happened.
Zachary.
Zachary, that's your name?
My name is Zachary.
It's nice to meet you, Zachary. As I said, I'm Troyan.
So he's not meeting your eyes.
Yeah.
There's very much like that 1,000-yard stare into the bar. And he glances up almost like, oh, some Grey Goose wouldn't be so bad right about now, but
Not a chance. Would you like to sleep? I promise. I give you my word that you are safe here.
okay.
Right. And she goes to help him up and guide him towards the stairs to the safe room.
Okay. To the Moon looks to Dante and Macris as this is happening.
I didn't call you.
Because he's one of us. To the Moon.
He's an idiot. He's too stupid to
Knew
be
who
left
to-
alive. Sorry, go ahead, Kate.
Knew who to call for help.
You owe me a favor. And they walk over and they see like the door is locked. Unlocks it, pulls open the door and just stalks right out. Does not slam the door.
That's nice.
It closes with a whisper.
And then I guess, turning back to Macris and Apotheosis.
A phone call.
Oh, yeah. Turning back to these two. And not turning his back on any percent, but really just kind of more or less excluding him from this part of the conversation. Look, as if To the Moon needs to take off and, clear their head, that's fine. You also didn't have to come, Apotheosis, but we're really happy you did.
Of course I came. You asked for help. And then she turns to Macris. Are you okay?
Good enough. Thanks
But
for
what?
dealing with the choppers.
Bad news, fam. They don't have any veggie strips at Saint-Hubert. So I'm going to have to cancel the order.
Cancel the order.
Yeah.
We'll
So
figure
don't
something
mind
forward.
me.
Yep. Okay. Disappointed.
Seriously.
It's whatever. And then Apotheosis looks and says, "You are a handsome wolf."
Eyebrow goes right up over here on Dante for sure.
Who's she talking to? Sorry.
Macros.
Oh.
It's not irony, but there's definitely like a question mark of like, why do you look like that? But not in a bad way, just more of like, huh?
Yeah, there's a big old shrug from Macros. Part rat. Came out.
Far be it from me to question Rat. Any percent whose hands have now, like, so there's definitely, in game terms, he's taken a whole bunch of ag, which he'll have to heal over a while. He's also lost the wolf. At least now he can get up and move around.
Which is good.
Nice, I just got a message. Sorry, Jonathan, but your order from Saint-Hubert was cancelled.
Cancelled.
Like, because it has some odd
Yeah.
political views, or
What? Oh, I see. Okay.
he looks up at Macros, and then there's a moment where he just takes a very deep breath. It was the kid. I found the kid. And I was
They're
trying.
more than a kid.
It was his first change tonight. And those bastards went after him.
A little bit of a gesture, like, towards Apotheosis.
Apotheosis nods. I'm going to get something to drink, and I'm going to let you talk for a little while before I start asking some questions. Any percent, is that all right? And any percent nods, and there's a little bit of shame echoed in his face. And Apotheosis gets up, and then almost as if like an afterthought, reaches under her clothing and flicks a switch, and the light in her hair goes out.
Nice. I don't need to look cool anymore, I suppose. That's fine, you know.
And then she takes whatever drink Macros offered her. I don't know what you would have offered her, but
I would have just been pouring glasses of water.
yep, that's great. She takes the water.
Right.
She goes and she sits very deliberately in another booth. She seems much more calm about everything right now. He made some noise. He was at Fufun. So, for those of you who don't know, who wants to tell the audience what Fufun Clinic is?
I should have been.
I mean, Fufun is butt cheeks, but
Yes,
Foof's
it is.
is a bar that is quite close to Bar Balthazar.
Yes, it is.
And it's frequented by youth. It has various bands and stuff, live music. They also sometimes just have played music nights. It's a dance club, I guess, for 18 to 22-year-olds. Not that there's actually an upper age limit, but that's the clientele.
Yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
you show up when you're 25 and people look at you funny. Show up when you're 35 and people
Oh,
are like,
man, I'm
"You
gonna
work
go."
here?"
Yeah.
Hi, Gramps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Someone's chaperone.
get Gramps back to the home, like. It's wild.
So
Why were you'd left? White brought you back.
I was wondering whether it was time for me to come and see you. You've been looking for me.
Didn't care enough to follow you.
I deserve that. But
But we now have a guest downstairs, so
I found him first. And I was trying to get him to a safe place, but it would appear that whoever managed to contact those people, they went after him and me too. Tried to get him off the city. Oh, sorry, off the island. Not off the city. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Tried to get him off the island. We were trapped on the bridge. I was trying to get him to where I've been staying. They're not so bad, you know, the Northern Guard.
oh, I plan to pay them a visit when, this all calms down, which will probably be another lifetime, unfortunately.
I never got the chance to thank any of you. Is the kid okay? I mean, he looked okay.
Shaken up. Yeah, but I think he's gonna be fine.
Now, does anybody remember what the date is?
I'm gonna guess something like October 2nd. We jumped forward some time to October 1st, and then a bunch of shit happened. But I think it's only been one night since then. That's my.
That would make
That's a guess. That's a guess, but
that would make the kid. If I
oh, I
No.
Oh, excellent. Another Galliard, huh?
forgot that it was the first change as opposed to when you were actually born. So therefore, I canonically just figured out what his auspice was.
Hooray!
So it was random. But hey, there you go. Galliard.
It's random. I mean, that's good to know.
Liz, are you in a position to?
I'm doing a chat with a customer service agent, but I'm on hold briefly, so I'll, yeah. They charged me for canceling, even though we're not getting any of the. It's just a whole thing. So,
Well, if they message you, they message you.
cool. Thank you. Classic.
The kid goes and approaches the room and then looks up. And it's this. Is this a prison?
It's a safe room. I mean, literally, it's for people who need to feel safe. And we've helped a lot of people who have stayed here who have needed to keep a low profile or needed to disappear for a bit.
I might need to go to prison.
Why?
I did some pretty awful things.
I've also done awful things. Would you like to talk about it?
I think I just want to go to sleep. We can talk about it later.
All right. Are you hungry?
No, I just... What is this place?
Like I said, I wanted a place where people who came to my bar could stay if they needed to.
Like a drunk tank?
Sure.
Okay.
And he gets in, and then he closes the door, and then you hear just some rustling around, and then the sounds of very muted crying.
She's gonna let him be, though, for a bit. And she returns upstairs, having not heard any of the things about him having gone through a change.
You're definitely about to. Though, don't worry.
So, I just need to read this message, but...
Yeah.
That's twice that I think I owe my life to you.
Try not to make it 3.
You're all right. I guess I better go face the music. And he looks over at Apotheosis, who's still very calmly. It looks like she's doing her level best to drink the water very slowly.
As slowly as possible, yeah. Perfect. You've made mistakes, any percent, and you've owned up to them. You've done something good. You needed help, and you reached out for it. So did we. It's time to face the music, like you said, but Apotheosis...
I didn't know who else to call. Kate,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to remind you that when he initially contacted you, it
Yeah.
wasn't about this.
Correct.
When he initially contacted you, he also included a
Yep.
random or seemingly random string of letters and numbers.
Yep, I'm aware.
Okay.
Hmm.
Just
I
I
just-
recognize
I
that it's
did-
been a while. I just didn't want you to
Yeah.
have forgotten that.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, the desync is making it difficult to do any deep role play right now, so.
It's just been a
Do you want to
perfect
call it?
storm of... I'm really sorry, because, like, this is... Yeah, I'm being charged $60, and they're refusing to go back, so I'm really distracted, too.
Let's
I'm so
let's
sorry.
call it there.
Like, I know we're about to take 3 weeks off, so it's, like, the worst timing for things to go wrong.
That-
Oh, boy.
I think that there's a certain amount of we just have to recognize in and amongst ourselves that sometimes it's not an ideal situation. So, and I feel like this is a decent place to stop anyway.
Yeah.
So we'll come back in here
Ooh.
because we can.
Because it is a safe place for us to be.
In that case, because we are dealing with a bunch of stuff, I'm going to just say at this point, we'll clear the questions for today. But I do have to just speak out there to Chatland. Chat, for one thing, this is going to be our last Sunday stream for a few weeks, as next Sunday is Christmas Day and the following Sunday is New Year's Day, which makes it a little difficult for us to stream because also we're not sure how many people will be watching at that point. Plus, we got our own shit to do. There's only so much that you can kind of go to your family and say, I'm not coming over for Christmas. I have Werewolf to play.
I'm streaming. Yeah.
It's Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, so I'm flying home.
Oh shit.
Oh, Christmas
yeah,
Eve
of
and
course.
New Year's Eve. Sorry,
the
not
first
Christmas
one.
Day.
Yeah.
It's on a plane.
Yeah,
Kate's on a plane.
Kate's on a plane. So the best thing is that also this means that the next time that we play, Kate's going to be back in the goddamn room. Which
Yay!
we're all happy about, instead of having to rely on internet that doesn't seem to be cooperating. But at the same time, I have to thank all of my players for pulling together in a difficult technical situation, and for chat for being patient with us as we've been trying to sort all of this out. That just because we are not streaming over the next couple of weeks doesn't mean that there won't be streams on RPG Clinic. They just won't be Montreal by Moonlight. Who knows? We'll probably try to fit in a clinic hours or two in there. Maybe even some extra fun stuff if we decide to get together or whatever. But it's just, since it's not going to be Sunday, it's not going to be this. So we'll take a little bit of a break, but we are going to be coming back to it. In the meantime, we do have a week coming up. And I know that Scott specifically has a cool thing.
That's right. I'm doing my usual. I'm going to be streaming on Tuesday evening, Method Madness, back to Homebody. Come join me for some spooky Paul Prospero action. But Wednesday evening, I figured 'tis the season for a solo RPG. I'm like 2 months late for Halloween, but I'm gonna be playing a solo RPG on my channel called Lost Below the Earth, which I got in a Kickstart ages ago, and I'm really, really jazzed to try it out. Come and enjoy that, and probably even affect the nature of the game itself. I think that'd be a lot of fun. That's me Tuesday and Wednesday evening.
So I should be able to stream on Thursday. Because Wednesday you've got, which is great. So Thursday I should be able to stream. I will probably make it on my own channel because I will finally be on Christmas vacation.
Whoa!
Friday?
No Punchy.
And Saturday's, I'm sure, out as well.
Saturday
I can't remember, but,
is,
I'm
definitely out as well.
We're into the holiday season.
Well,
So-
maybe I'll stream Friday and Saturday. I won't have anyone around. But this is the part where we'd all look to Kate, and Kate would be like, and this Sunday. But what's happening on Sunday, Kate?
I'm flying home.
Woo!
Which is way better. Look, you want to discuss the game? You should be heading over to the Discord. You want to see how these people are buying their rights and their gifts? You should be looking on the Discord. You want to see how maybe some of the rest of this conversation pans out? Maybe we'll do it on the goddamn Discord. Who knows? But it would be a good place for you to go. It would be a thing that you should have a look at. I can't open a browser window to see the results of the moot point. But Erwin, if you have a moot point update for us, then I would appreciate it. In the meantime, thanks everybody for tuning in. I hope that whatever you're doing in the coldest, darkest nights in the Northern Hemisphere, that you enjoy yourself. If it is the longest, hottest summer days for you in the Southern Hemisphere, you know what? You should also have a great fucking time.
Yeah, totally.
We care about our Southern Hemisphere people too. And most people don't think that there will be a time jump after the any% chat. So
Okay.
that's the thing to
Nice.
say. Thanks again to Aragorn and to Kung Fu Fenris for sticking around, and Kung Fu Fenris especially for being sympathetic in his rage.
Yay.
And until next time, just know that we're going to be headed. See you then.
Bye.
Bye. See ya.